Indian Motorcycle Lima Half Mile, presented by Drag Specialties, is on. Get your tickets now at limahalfmile.com.
The Loyal
Riders, let your queries be known.
Yeah, hi. Instead of letting passengers wrap their arms around us, can we put little handles on our jackets?
Deny.
Can you imagine?
I want a new nickname. Can you guys start calling me Snake?
No, Brian.
Denied.
How about we all get quotes to see if we can save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer?
Approved.
Cool. Hey, if Brian's not going to be Snake, can I be Snake?
No.
Rev up those taste buds with Mission Foods. A proud sponsor of AFT Super Twins, Mission Foods has mouth-watering snacks and easy-to-make recipes to fuel your race day. Now that's too fast, too tasty. Whether amateur or pro, VP has a motorcycle fuel to make more power. Keep your race bike cool with Stay Frosty Race Ready Coolant and high-performance formula for your street bike. Learn more at vpracingfuels.com. Kicker Performance Audio is your fuel for living loud and a proud sponsor of American Flat Track, the original extreme sport. Now in our 50th year, Kicker has been the world leader in audio gear for cars, trucks, motorcycles, and America's roads. Kicker Audio is living loud.
On Saturday, July 1st, the world's premier dirt track motorcycle racing rolls into West Virginia Motor Speedway for the All Seasons Power Sports West Virginia Half Mile. Meet your favorite riders. Kickstart your weekend with Progressive American Flat Track. Bring the whole family to the All Seasons Power Sports West Virginia Half Mile on Saturday, July 1st. Get your tickets now at AmericanFlatTrack.com.
Lincoln Welders is the official welder of American Flat Track Racing. When it comes to welding, cutting equipment, and safety apparel, Lincoln Electric is the choice. Go to LincolnElectric.com for all your welding, cutting, and safety apparel needs. And remember to hashtag WeldRed with all your projects. 2 short years ago, Honda released the Rebel 1100, and for 2023, they're introducing the all-new Rebel 1100T, equipped with a large, color-matched handlebar-mounted fairing and 35 liters of lockable storage. It's built for the open road. The standard and bagger models both start with a powerful twin-cylinder engine, so they sound as aggressive as they look. Head to a dealer to see the 2023 Honda Rebel 1100 and 1100T.
Memphis Shades brings you a whole new level of style when it comes to motorcycle windshields and fairings. The quality, style, and selection set these products apart from the pack. Memphis Shades designs and builds all windshields, fairings, and hardware in-house. Raw materials in, finished goods out. Made in Memphis. Style that works.
Sideburn is the world's finest Go Fast, Turn Left magazine. It's available to buy at Progressive AFT's Marketplace and is the official magazine of Progressive American Flat Track. For more information, visit sideburnmagazine.com. SolarFit, America's solar team, is a proud sponsor of American Flat Track Racing. Get your complimentary solar analysis today at americanflattrack.com/solarfit. And let the sun power your home or business for free. Al Lamb's Dallas Honda is proud to sponsor the Singles Challenge. No holds barred, winner takes all dash for cash. The payout? A cool $2,500. Al Lamb's Dallas Honda. Riding red since 1977. DallasHonda.com.
Introducing the all-new 2021 Rebel 1100 from Honda.
For all of your rental needs, Boyd Cat Rental has you covered. Experience hassle-free rentals with flexible terms and all of the equipment you need to get to work. Whether it's earth-moving machines, scissor lifts, or custom power solutions, Boyd Cat Rental is your one-stop shop. Contact them today at 855-4BOYD-CO or online at boydcat.com/rental. Get ready for bigger, better fun at Red Mile Gaming and Racing. With daily jackpot winners and hundreds of exciting games to play, like Wheel of Fortune, Lucky O'Reilly, and Kanga Cash, you'll be spinning and winning all night. Experience the electrifying nightlife on the first floor. From live entertainment and nightly free play winners to food and drink specials, Red Mile is your best bet for fun. Head to the first floor to sign up for the Winner's Circle Club and win up to $1,000 free play.
Progressive American Flat Track Championship season.
Kicker Performance Audio. For almost 50 years, we've been rocking the planet with our world-class product covering everything that drives you, whether in your car, truck, boat, motorcycle, side-by-side, or even on your head. Kicker Performance Audio's passion for bringing you your favorite music like you've never heard it before is what drives us. So wherever you need us, Kicker Performance Audio will be there for you.
SBS is the official brake sponsor of Progressive American Flat Track, your single source of brake components for motorcycles, ATVs, and UTVs in racing, off-road, and for street use. Try the improved brake performance of the all-new SBS Better Brake Series. Find the brake pads, rotors, and clutch kits that match your bike on sbsbrakes.com. There's a reason why SBS is the preferred choice of street kings and race champions alike. Go ahead. Super 73 is an American lifestyle adventure brand based in Orange County, California, that develops products to help fuse motorcycle heritage with youth culture. Founded in 2016, Super 73 has quickly grown into one of the most recognizable electric vehicle brands in the world with a passionate customer base, including A-list celebrities, professional athletes, and many more. Klotz Synthetic Lubricants is proud to be the official lubricant of American Flat Track and 8-time AFT national champion Jared Meese. Family owned and made in America since 1959, Klotz has built its reputation by answering the call of racers and performance enthusiasts who won't settle for anything less than superior synthetic lubricants. Racers and performance buffs around the world rely on Klotz to get them to the checkered flag. Order today at klotzlube.com.
KTM, ready to race.
Once again, for the 2023 season, all Progressive American Flat Track classes are running the race-proven DT4 tire from Dunlop. Designed for pro and amateur riders alike, the DT4 has multiple compound options, an aggressive tread pattern, and can be run tubeless for greater overall performance. Dunlop, the official tire of Progressive American Flat Track. Whether amateur or pro, VP has a motorcycle fuel to make more power. Keep your race bike cool with Stay Frosty Race Ready Coolant and high performance formula for your street bike. Learn more at vpracingfuels.com.
Everything we do at the track shapes what we build for the street and the dirt.
You can see how bad these guys want it. A race to the line.
For us, racing is not for the trophies or the glory. We compete because it makes everything we do faster, more durable, and tested to a higher standard. For S&S, racing is the ultimate in proven performance, and we've been proving it since 1958.
Morgan's Place is a nonprofit campground guiding full recovery from injury. Morgan Monroe was injured while racing in 2016 and began the organization to spread hope that healing is possible. For more information or to get involved, please visit their website, morgansplace.org. For all of your rental needs, Boyd Cat Rental has you covered. Experience hassle-free rentals with flexible terms and all of the equipment you need to get to work. Whether it's earth-moving machines, scissor lifts, or custom power solutions, Boyd Cat Rental is your one-stop shop. Contact them today at 855-4BOYD-CO or online at boydcat.com/rental. The Tom Wood Power Sports Group and Indian Motorcycle of Lexington, Central Kentucky's home of Indian motorcycles and Royal Enfield motorcycles, welcomes you to the Mission Red Mile. We hope that you enjoy the speed and sounds of this fast-paced event and that you have a safe and enjoyable weekend.
Introducing the all-new 2021 Rebel 1100 from Honda.
Sometimes you just don't need one of these. Sometimes all you really need is one of these. Rent whatever you need from people that do whatever it takes. Go to catrentalstore.com. Let's do the work.
S&S Cycle was born from a passion for racing and has spent over 60 years building high performance for the power sports market. All the while, racing has remained at our core, from the Bonneville Salt Flats to championships in progressive American flat track. S&S is the go-to for high performance on and off the racetrack.
Tom Duma Fine Jewelers is proud to be the official jeweler for our 10th year to Progressive American Flat Track, providing championship rings for each class in 2023. Tom Duma Fine Jewelers wants to be your jeweler. Check us out online for all your jewelry needs, from engagement rings to fashion jewelry to watches, in all price points to fit everyone's budget. Shop like a pro. Shop TDFJ.com. Once again, for the 2023 season, all Progressive American Flat Track classes are running the race-proven DT4 tire from Dunlop. Designed for pro and amateur riders alike, the DT4 has multiple compound options, an aggressive tread pattern, and can be run tubeless for greater overall performance. Dunlop, the official tire of Progressive American Flat Track. Back on Track, a Rookies of 79 501c3 charity, was established in 2009 by former racers to help injured racers get back on the racetrack or the track of life. Assistance is provided to injured racers through our posted schedule of benefits and special fundraising programs, where 100% of your donation goes directly to ease the financial burden from an injury sustained on the racetrack. Please consider supporting injured racers by purchasing a 50/50 ticket at today's event. Check us out on the web at backontrack79.com and donate today. Every donation is tax deductible and will make a difference in an injured racer's life. Rent tools and equipment from more than 70 leading brands, plus the full line of CAT machines, big and small. The right equipment, the right technology, the right team. All right when and where you need it. Visit catrentalstore.com.
Light Shoe has been building quality steel shoes for flat track racers since 1998. They serve the flat track community worldwide, building custom hot shoes to fit individual needs with the rider's unique style in mind. With more than 25 years of experience and a 1-year unconditional guarantee, you'll know you've made the right choice when your foot touches the ground going into turn 1. Join the Light Shoe crew. You'll be glad you did. Morgan's Place is a nonprofit campground guiding full recovery from injury. Morgan Monroe was injured while racing in 2016 and began the organization to spread hope that healing is possible. For more information or to get involved, please visit their website, morgansplace.org.
When you think of a ride, you think of quality.
When it comes to hitting the ground and protecting your head, I wouldn't wear anything else.
The design of it is round and smooth, so when you're rolling through the dirt, your helmet doesn't catch the dirt and hurt your neck. Safety in flat track and motorsports in general is probably the biggest concern. Obviously, we're all here to win. At the end of the day, we're all concerned about our well-being, and for that, you want to have the best gear on, you know, and for me, a ride's the best choice.
And welcome back to the Red Mile, presented by Indian Motorcycle of Lexington, right here in Lexington, Kentucky. We have one round of practice completed, one more round of practice to go, and then we'll start our qualifying racing action. There'll be two groups of Mission Super Twins, sponsored by S&S Cycles. And look at the overview shot right here, the Red Mile. This is outside turn 3, going into turn number 4 from our drone shot high above right now, checking out the what they did to the racetrack, added some moisture to it, and there we go up and above. That's the pit area just outside turn number 3 and 4. And a look down that long front straightaway. You can see there's another racetrack in the infield part of the facility here. That's a little bit of a gravel track. That is for the horses, the trotter horses to race on. Yeah, maybe we could do an amateur race in there while we're doing this pro race. Again, they're setting up 3 stages. There's going to be some concerts here next week. You can come, you can leave your RV there, Tommy Duma, and you can stay here for the concerts next week.
No, I'm heading to Road America.
Oh, you are? Next weekend? Are you going to go to Dairyland on Friday?
I didn't know it was running Friday.
Yeah.
Well, no, I got to go watch Cruz Texter.
Well, he's going to be racing Friday day.
Right.
Sneaking over.
All right. I didn't even know about that.
All right.
Are you going to be announcing?
Yep. All right, so we're here. This is the grandstands. This is actually from the back straightaway, but yeah, there's a gravel track in the infield, and that's where they do the trotter horses, but a gravel track is to you, a pea gravel track. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is where we're at. We're in the announcer's booth in the front of this semi-trailer. They're coming in right now with the drone. We'll see. They said they're going to try to come in here to our office. Really? Tommy Duma's in here. I'm Scotty Dubler. We're having some fun. I think a guest is coming in right now. Here it comes.
That is one talented drone operator.
There it is, right there. I thought you were coming in here. Come on. The weather's nice. Oh, he's chickening out. He's backing up. There's the drone right there. That is so cool. I want to be a drone pilot when I grow up. You got to have aspirations, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you wearing my watch today?
No.
That's not mine? Did you leave it at home?
I left it at home.
Dang it, Tommy.
Last time you took it for
a month. A whole month. I've never had a Rolex before, and you let me wear yours for a month. That was actually when you gave a Rolex to the champion.
Right.
Now what I think you're doing for the champions is even more special because they get to design their own championship ring, and that is cool.
Yeah, it's
show us the watch real quick. It's the camera's up here. Yeah, flex it. You want me to hold your arm up? I mean, kind of heavy. I'm gonna steal it. No, so Tommy, you get to help these riders who win the championships design their very own championship rings, and they're priceless, right? It's a one of a kind.
It's a one of a kind. It is a special feat to win a championship, to put it together for 18 rounds, right? So I think the ring should be equally as special as winning a championship. So
do you have a favorite one that you've done for a champion?
Somebody asked me that the other day, and
it wasn't me.
The most creative, and I can't even take the credit for it because it was the twins that worked on it. It was a twin exhaust. So the whole exhaust was the ring.
Oh, I see.
And so the side number plate was where it was number 1.
Yeah.
And then there are 2 big diamonds at the end of the...
With the end of the tailpipe?
Yeah, the end of the tailpipe. And that was Breyers.
So the twins, you have twin boys, and we were talking about the Mission Super Twins.
Right.
So that was Breyers' ring.
Yeah, that was Breyers' ring.
So are the twins both in the jewelry business? I thought one was going to go off and do his own thing.
They're both artists. really creative, and they're both in the tech field. And so they do video production, video animation, filming, editing, everything to do with video.
And why don't they work for American Flat Track?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm lost here. You just threw me for a big loop, but no, that's really cool. I know I've met both of them. They came to several races throughout your involvement as the sponsor, one of the sponsors here with American Flat Track as the official jeweler of Progressive American Flat Track.
Absolutely.
So,
family affair, right?
Exactly. I saw your wife's here too.
She is here.
And your new RV, how's that working out?
She's loving it.
She's loving it? All right.
It's about 10 foot longer than the old one, and boy, 10 feet make a difference.
It does,
when you're living close.
Bikes are rolling onto the racetrack. Second round of practice. Mission Super Twins, sponsored by S&S Cycles. They roll out right now. Looks like they're going to roll up and possibly looks like they're going to take a practice start. And I think that's pretty cool that they do that. I know I talk about every round, but this is your only chance to see what it's like to take off the line.
Absolutely.
And that's important. Even, probably not as important on a mile as it is, say, a short track. Because you can catch up. Sure. Maybe you have plenty of time to make the move. But if you lose touch with the leaders, it makes your life hard.
I was just going to say, even if on a third row start, there's
there it is. Look at that. Short track on one side, singles champion. That's 2022. It's got the 12 on the side. That was Cody's number before he became number 1. That is Cody Kopp's ring.
So we put the gemstone on this to match the citrine, to match the color of the plates.
Oh, cool. I love it. American Flat Track logo right there. That's a picture of his bike, and the bikes are on the racetrack. Again, coming out according to their point standings, not exactly fastest to slowest, but however you sit in the point standings right now. The number 1, he's a 4-time winner at this race, and the only other time we raced here, he got second. Jared Meese.
He's the boss, man. I seen him last night at dinner. There you go.
Yeah, he's looking for another victory. His team owner, Craig Bott, is looking for win number 72 as a team owner. That is incredible. And Kenny Tolbert, his crew chief, is moving up there. He's second all-time winning his crew chief.
Short tracker.
Yep.
Him and Terry Pooley on the road all the time.
Texas Terry. He was part of the opening ceremonies there at the Devil's Bowl. That was pretty cool.
That was very cool.
Big smile on his face. The two Yamahas working together right behind Meese. Meese's looks like he's at the edge of the cushion. Now he drops to the bottom of the racetrack. 92 is Daniels. The 95 is Dallas Daniels. I messed it up one more time. JD Beach, the 95. The 32 is Dallas Daniels. Onto the front straightaway. Here they come. Big P's throwing the green flag. The clocks will start.
Dallas moves in the...
They're just getting sorted out right now. Okay. Meese on the very bottom of the racetrack. I think that first lap he went up there. Oh, there he slips a little bit wide. Made him a little mistake right here. Now he's up in the deep stuff, looking over his shoulder, wants to see who's close by. And I think he was shifting his Indian last year when we were here, if I was not mistaken. I heard he was doing the same thing. Ken Coolbeth Sr. was on the back straightaway in Sacramento, said he's doing the same thing.
Yes. I think it helps his middle corner speed.
And
there he went way up.
Is he just out there having fun, or is he just
going to let Dallas go?
Well, he maybe wants to see what Dallas has in store. He's not even tucked in very deep. See, he's actually kind of slowing himself down without slowing himself down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Here comes the 32 around the outside. Dallas Daniels able to make the pass. It's like there's a good battle right behind them as well. The 67 of Fisher and the 95 JD Beach. Those two are really good friends. They're out there having some fun. They probably decided to work together, don't you think?
I would think they'd have a little team meeting.
So when you raced and when you did practice, did you want to practice with somebody else, or did you want to go out there by yourself?
I wanted to both. I'd take one session and try to see what it was like to move around and try to pass it myself.
Did you have, I know you're really good friends with all the guys in the Class 79 now back on track. Did you try to practice with some of those guys, or did you have other guys that you were more comfortable going out there and dicing it up with?
Probably not Charlie Roberts or
Hold time out just a second. Colby Carlisle goes to the top spot, 38.504 for the 36 G&G Yamaha, and that is a production bike. They have not done anything to big bore and make it, do it anything different. It is a production-based bike, and Carlisle's at the top spot, number 36.
I was excited to see him get a fourth.
That was his career best finish at Sacramento. Look at this drone shot right here.
Wow.
That's the front straightaway. They didn't have anything cool like this when we were racing.
No.
It's still black and white back then, right?
Yeah, we're lucky we had cameras.
We're lucky we could find out what happened last week
if
the Cycle News came before we left town for the next race. Jared Meese goes to the top spot, 3.8.184. The track is getting faster. The fastest lap in the first round was a 3.8.789, so it's 0.6 of a second faster than the first round.
Well, you can see the rubber's getting down.
And they're putting moisture on it, too, as well.
I was wondering if the edge of the cushion would later on come in as the moisture comes up and the track stays loose because it's cloudy.
Could you use the edge of that cushion like that? It looks like it.
Sometimes. It depends. Sometimes getting off the grove is just a little faster.
Jared Meese goes even faster on that lap, 3.8.092. He's sending a message right now. Don't you think? I mean, he went back there, got close to 32, and now he's pulling away from him.
His corner speed is incredible.
Hold on a second. Carlisle goes faster. 3.8.033 for the Flying Tomato. Colby Carlisle, the 36 bike, is the fastest on the track.
Is he running on the bottom?
I wonder if he's running by himself. They're trying to find him right here with their camera. There he is, just now coming into the screen. Checkered flag is out from Big P, the flag man. Jared Meese goes back to the top spot. Every lap they get faster and faster.
Davis Fisher just went up.
Wow. Fisher to the top
37,
spot. Broke into the 37 seconds. Fisher got second here last year on Sunday.
Yes. I just got done watching that replay as well.
Should I write this down, or you want me to wait until the next group goes?
I don't know.
I better wait. This is ink this time. I didn't bring my pencil. 37.968 for Dashin Davis Fisher. He's on the Rackley Racing, Kieran Racing Indian motorcycle, number 67. There he is.
Breyer up to 4th.
That's good on the number 3 KTM.
My Ohio boy, Jared Van der
Kooi up to 5th on his Indian, 3.8.370. His good buddy Brandon Robinson right behind him on the 44. Dallas Daniels in 7th.
And JD in 10th. Yamaha's
not good yet.
He'll get there.
Good thing it's just practice.
That's right.
That was group number 1. Have you been in the VIP area right here?
I have not.
We had our meetings in there a couple years ago. I haven't been in there this year, but have you been in the casino yet?
I went to the casino last year. Had lunch.
Did you win some money?
I didn't even pull the one on Bandit.
Oh my gosh!
It's I have like trouble with it's either got to be on or off. So
yeah,
it's better that it was off in the casino. Just 2 gears.
Yeah, there you go. Group 2 is rolling onto the racetrack. This is our second round of practice. Mission Super Twins, sponsored by SNS Cycle. 61 Casey Cisco on his Harley-Davidson. 109 Billy Ross. 34 Cameron Smith. 33 Jesse Janis, that's the Wally Brown Racing KTM. 223 Jeffrey Lowry. 77, that's Jordan Harris. He's on the Ryan Barnes Racing KTM. 96 Cody Johncox from Attica, New York, not far from you.
Right.
The 28 Gary Ketchum from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's our age.
Doing it for the old guys. 61.
And the 99, the freak of nature, Kevin Stallings. He's on the Weerbach Racing Kawasaki. He's won here before in the singles way back in 2017. He's been struggling a little bit on his singles so far, so I think it's a good move. I think it was awesome that Weerbach Racing, picked him up. I mean, like, they were looking for somebody. They had Scooter Vernon on there at Sacramento. He's a West Coast guy. There's a draft pass up the inside. Casey Cisco on his XG goes by Cam Smith on the 34.
Well, Cam in the first practice, he was up high, wide, and handsome with his feet up in the pegs.
Feet on the pegs and just grabbing a handful, right?
Pretty to watch.
One bike off the pace again. It looks like
Janis?
It looked like possibly. It almost looked like the 37, but the 37 was in group number 1. So it did look like it's orange and black, didn't it?
Yeah.
Usually that's Harley colors, but we know the KTMs are running orange and black now as well. Here comes a drag race off of 4. Nope, this is off of 2. On the back chute.
Got nothing for that Harley.
Nothing. That XG is flying. The Cisco Kid, Casey Cisco, number 61. His dad was Mike Cisco. Used to be a Cisco Kid as well. Did you race against him?
I did not.
I didn't either. Oh, Cisco slips a little wide. Cam comes up the inside.
That's Raffle Racing, right?
Yep.
Jim Tortella?
Mm-hmm. They won, not this Harley-Davidson, but they won their bike that they were racing last year out of a raffle.
He said that was the most expensive raffle he ever won because it got him back into racing again.
Yeah, now they're all back in. Nose to tail off of turn number 2. Cam takes a look down. He's holding on with both hands. Did you use both hands, or did you pull your left hand and tuck it in?
The left hand was tucked in.
Behind the number plate, where did you put yours?
I had a steering dampener, so I would hold on to my steering dampener.
Okay. I liked it behind the front number plate because you can actually hold the fork too. And then kind of support the front end as well.
Well,
I've seen some people put their hand behind them. I just thought that's too far to get back if something happens.
No, my dampener was tied to the triple clamp.
Right. So it's stabilized.
Yeah, same thing.
Yep.
I had pulling a rod versus
right. These two working her up front. 61 is up to 15th. The 34, Cameron Smith is 17th. Jordan Harris out there on the Barnes Racing KTM is up there 13th quick. We're going to do...
we got Jeffrey Lowry at fastest in this group, though, right?
Yeah, 223 is up there in 11th. And Stallings right behind him on the 99. Yep. Oh, they just about touched coming off of turn number 4. Now they get back in line.
Yeah, Harley just motors.
They've got a strong board right now. Cameron was at the edge of the groove. That was working for the first group.
Right there, too.
And nice pass in the middle of the corner.
Dropped it right back down. That line might stay there if they keep the water in it, and as soon as it gets dark. It's not too hot out there.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. Cisco's going up the racetrack. His dad's Mike Cisco. I think I might have said Bob, maybe, but making sure. Cisco out front. Looks like the 99 is catching him. It's Kevin Stallings. Stallings is on the 99. He's currently 12th, but he tracked these two down. And just got right on the back tire of the 34. Still green flag out.
Let's see if he can get a good run.
Cisco slips a little wide. That's going to let the 99 go on by. Watch this draft pass. Oh, that was going to be a good shot. Here he comes.
Yep.
Slingshot engaged.
Yes. Perfect. Textbook.
Did you teach him that?
I remember first watching it when I went to Mid-America.
Yeah.
And the announcer never said his name all night.
That's where the name came from.
Yeah, I said, I got to go find out what this kid's name is. He was fast.
He was a little bitty guy, like 12 years old, beating the pros.
Yeah.
Checkered flag is out. Fastest in this second round of practice is Davis Fisher. Janish way back there, 16th. He looked like he might have had an issue on that 33 bike.
Right. That.
And our cameraman Brian was strolling through the pits a minute ago, and he said when Breyer came off the track, he took his helmet off and poured a water bottle all over his face and his eyes. So it's silty.
Yeah.
And it's hard to see. I mean, you can have the best helmets you can, and that stuff's still going to get through there. And he said Michelle DeSalvo, the crew chief or mechanic, one of the mechanics was almost like with a full-on brush trying to get everything off the front forks, and nothing's coming off. It's caking on there.
I know for sure the shields fit much better than they did back in our day.
Yep.
We duct taped all the way around so that there was no way that it could get in.
And then you kind of had to put like a bandana or something underneath there too.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You had to do what you could to see. Parts Limited AFT Singles, their second round of practice is up next. Don't forget, get your Back on Track raffle tickets. Today's prize is a Nikki Hayden replica helmet from Arai.
I've seen it. It's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you just did. So they're going to kick you out of here or what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Yeah, it's the internet. Yeah, Tommy, you've seen what goes on the internet?
Right.
They have the internet in Ohio, right?
That's right. And plus, the Back on Track is giving away a YZ450 motocrosser for $25 a ticket.
And those tickets are going fast because that's going to happen at Lima. Right. And when you're going to be at Lima this year, you always miss that because of the family reunion. Does she have a birthday another day? Does she want to go to Lima for her birthday?
I think she does.
I think she is going to.
Yeah, no, she is. She's committed.
I hope she's not listening.
No, she knows.
I got to see her earlier. It's good to see her back at the track. Sneaking up the inside. This is Singles. That's the 82 Travis Pettin. He's had an excellent season. He's kind of made a few mistakes in the main events, but he's qualified very well. He's already picked up one pole award, and he's doing very good this year on that 82 bike.
I was impressed in Daytona. He pulled it out of the box, and he was quick.
Yeah.
He was quick.
Exactly.
Nice.
Travis Pettin from California. Green flag is out. The 120 top goes into the lead. 79 is out there, Dalton Gauthier. 18 is Max Whale. The 88, Chase Sadoff. Still looking for his first win. He's been the bridesmaid a couple times. He's getting close.
He's due.
59, Tom Drain. You just got a picture of him right there. Right behind him is his teammate, the 21, Trevor Bruner. Pettin goes back out in front. He slips wide up the inside. Watch out, they almost touch. Justin Jones, the big boy, goes to the lead. I talked to Justin, a couple races ago, and I probably said this a little bit too much, but he says, you know what, Scotty, I'm just going to go out there and have fun.
And he's doing well.
Yeah. The pressure's gone. comes off the racetrack and he has a smile on his face. Here's a replay. Watch the 91 coming up the inside. The 82 gets it really sideways, and the 91 kind of just about touches right here in the middle of the corner. And look at right behind him. Cody Kopp gets really sideways right there. The 48, Trent Lowe came up 0.005 short. That's pretty close.
Yeah, that's really close.
He did pick up his first win, though, already. Here they come onto the front side.
Train moves to the top of the leaderboard.
Oh, yeah. The Australian, 17 years old. Now Sadov goes up to second. Now Sadov goes to the lead. 3:8.098. The 88 bike's the fastest on the racetrack.
They're almost into the 30 seconds.
They're getting there. They are getting there. I bet they're pretty much wide open. Ooh, look at the 21 making a big swerve right there. Maybe he's trying to get in line with the 59.
Was it when Trevor and Max got into it last year?
Yep.
And then came back and lands in the podium.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I wasn't going to. Announcer jinx type thing.
Okay.
Look at this. Every time they go across the line, the leaderboard changes. Cody Kopp goes to 10th. That's when he finished in Sacramento. And he actually told me the bikes are a little underpowered. He said they worked on them in the off week. And actually, Cody Kopp told me that. And Joe Kopp, his dad, was telling almost the same thing to Ralph Shaheen. A little bit.
Makes a big difference.
It sure does. You definitely want to finish, though, to salvage as many points as you can. You don't want to have a mechanical issue or anything like that. So they're not trying to overdo it. Here comes the 21 trying to slingshot by his teammate, not able to make the pass as the white flag is out. Two groups, 17 in group 1, 16 group number 2, 33 total AMT singles riders, 32 are taken into 2 qualifying heat races later on. I'm surprised the 21 hasn't made the draft pass on the 59. Here he comes. Oh, trying it. Gets it done. Completes it right there at the last second. He may have pulled out of the draft a little bit too soon right there, maybe. It's hard to do, though, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
It's hard to back off.
Once you commit, you've got to go.
Yep, you got to go for it. Drain maybe pulled out a little bit too soon right there. Checkered flag is out for Big PR Flagman with his red, white, blue socks on. It is Memorial Day weekend out here. Is that the same color socks you got on? Yep, exactly. Sadov, 3:8.028, quickest in this second round of practice. There are 2 rounds of practices for both classes and then 2 rounds of qualifying. That will get them qualified into their qualifying heat races here today.
I love the diversity of the bikes.
Yeah.
The Yamaha, Husky, KTM.
Yep, the Husqvarna's up there in the 5th spot. That's James Ott on the First Impressions Husqvarna team. His teammate is the 49 of Chad Coase. Where is he at? He's 8th. Yep, not too bad.
Chad, I think, was the one to put the pea gravel in my coffee in that first round.
He went up to the high side,
he went up to the high side and sprayed me.
So you're standing over here by your RV outside turn number 3?
Mm-hmm.
So when you exit the announcer booth, where are you going to watch the race from tonight?
Right in the middle of 3 and 4 here.
Okay.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, so you're going to sit right here on my lap right here, and Ralph will sit over there.
I don't think you can get too many people in here.
No, I got a small office. It's all right.
That's right.
Keeps the
private.
Keeps the riffraff out. Are you taking care of my Rolex? I mean, where is my Daytona Rolex? Is it still? Is it at your house? Is it locked up?
It is at my house. Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Just making sure. The official jeweler is with us, Tommy Duma, TDFJ.com. If anybody needs some jewelry, they can reach out to TDFJ.com, and you will help them
personally, right?
Personally,
if you go to the website contact@tdfj.com, everything comes into my inbox first. So it's any flat track family. Unfortunately, you get to deal with me.
All right, out in front, the 112. Special break right here. We'll try to show this in a second, but the 112 out in front, that is Aiden. Let me get this straight. Let me find this. Make sure. He's from Walton, Kentucky. Aiden Brown, he texted me earlier this week.
Kentucky boy.
And he said he's going to make his first main event right here in Kentucky.
That's awesome.
He said he's the only one officially from and grew up in Kentucky. I know JD Beach has Philpott, Kentucky listed as hometown, but he's from Washington.
That's
so
right.
I do have a good-looking piece of jewelry right here. I don't know if they can get us on the other side. I'm talking about Aiden Brown. He slips off the groove, and he's going to lose quite a few spots. But
is that the jinx you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the announcer jinx. Exactly.
You talk about somebody the next time something happens.
Yeah, exactly. We'll try try to get this up here in a second. Did I just get married while that happened? Good. Singles on the racetrack. There's the 24, Hunter Bowery on the big R Racing Honda. There's Olin Kistler, 155. Here comes the 117, Landon Smith. He's been flying today, tracking down the leaders in that first round of practice. Looks like he's trying to come through the pack. Aiden Brown slips off the groove one more time. He better get done with that right now. You can't do that later on, especially when the clock's going.
And everybody's so close, you lose so many spaces. Positions.
So on a racetrack like this, Tommy, I know it's been a while since you raced, but how many tear-offs do you think you could stack on?
Well, back in the day, we didn't have the thin ones like they have today. I'd put 10, 12 on there, and then a lot of times just have to use my glove.
Reach up. Did you have like really soft gloves? Did you have a leather glove, or what did you use?
Leather glove.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Santeros say, hey, get behind me. Get right here behind me. Let's work together. There goes another bike off the groove. There goes the 114, Damon Ream. Pennsylvania rider slips a little bit wide.
I remember Damon had his first race at Weedsport.
Yep. He was flying on the Waters Auto Body bike. Yeah, here goes 14, just getting in there a little bit too hot and drifting up the racetrack. Instead of running the backside of 75, he just says, I'll just go on up here and don't let off the throttle. Kind of grab a handful right about here. Take a look over your shoulder and try to get back on the groove as soon as you can. Olin Kistler his first main event earlier this year as well, the 155. I do too. Such a good feeling. Shows that the field is deep, especially in the singles class.
It's tough.
Declan Bender, the fastest 3-digit number so far at 15th, the 216. He made his first main at Sacramento. Right behind him is the 52, Shayna Texter Bauman. Here too?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I seen her pull off.
I know she did at Sacramento as well. She jumped on her half-mile bike. Bikes are onto the back straightaway right now. Look at these group of Hondas. Here comes the 14. He's making up time in a hurry. Trying to go to the outside. He gets by the 133. Clark Morian, the 5th. He's your current Nikki Hayden Horizon Award winner. Picked that up last year. The Flat Track Grand Championships that are coming up in Du Quoin in a couple weeks.
Is he from Southern Indiana?
I believe he is from Logan Eisenhardt is 166. He's from Marteau, Pennsylvania. Clark Morian. I don't have that right here. We'll have that in a little bit.
Get back to it.
So the 133 is going to pick up a nice award a little bit later on. Just about made contact right there with Damon Ream on the 14. Wasn't expecting anybody going up the inside. Damon's a hard charger, you know. He really is on that 14 bike. He was actually looking for tires earlier today. Came all the way over to this truck.
Is that right?
He thought the tires were for sale. Look at Damon Ream sneaking up the inside of Clark Morian.
Boom.
Boom. They do touch right there. What's that feel like, Tommy? Have you done that before? Kind of pucker up moment.
That's it. Hold on.
Yeah, hang on to it. Oh, getting a question from the front of the truck. I've always told him that we're in the front of the truck and he's at the back of the truck.
Right.
But question from the smart side of the truck. What do you got, truck? Yeah, so Tommy, the question from the other side of the truck is, are you amazed? And, you know, looking back at what you did and all the tracks you went to, are you amazed at what they're doing nowadays and what's going on?
In the sense of competition or bikes, in what sense?
Come on, truck.
Get a little more specific, truck.
Yep. He stepped out. He doesn't want to hear the answer.
You know, just the qualifying compared to where we had to go out there by ourselves. You got, you know, you either wave off or you got one run at it. This is so much better to when you can work with somebody, especially on a mile.
Yeah, it changes, you know, and the 450s are getting stronger. Back in the day, we didn't have 450s. No. You know, you had to ride 250s and coming up and work your way up to a 500 and possibly even a 750. But you know, things change.
The whole program was, you know, one class.
Right, exactly.
Back in the day, all 750s, and we were just talking about just like 80 of them. 80 experts, white plates.
I don't know if the other side of the truck saw my wedding ring. It's not mine. Just kidding. All right. Check that out. So that is something that you guys designed. That's actually Ashley Robinson's ring.
We did that for Brandon.
Brandon Robinson.
We did that on a down low.
On the down low?
Yeah, on the down low.
All right, I like
Brandon put it to Brad. Brandon.
She gave it to me, so maybe I'm married to Ashley now.
Could be.
Did that? Oh, I'm married to Brandon because he bought the ring. I'm going to take it off real quick. So this Tommy Duma Fine Jewelers up here, TDFJ.com. We're going to go take a look at last year's Super Twins race while we do some track maintenance. We'll come back out here to the Red Mile. Next time we're on the racetrack, it is qualifying time here in Lexington.
12 laps plus 2 laps. We're about to find out.
Here we go. Mies and Beach. Mission Super Twins main event. Who's going to win it? Mies gets a good start. Beach comes right with him. They're bar to bar going into 1. Who's going to come out with the lead by the time they come out of 2? Right now it's Beach at the front, and Mies is stuck right with him on his tailpipe. Here they come slipping and sliding off of 2. Beach trying to check out on Mies, but look at Mies hanging with the Yamaha this time. Here he comes up the inside, and Daniels is right there in 3rd.
You know right there, Mies wanted to go up the inside. He said, nope, not just yet. I'll wait just a little bit. He's going to sit back and watch and go to work on the 95.
He's going to try to because Beach is super strong. Now, don't forget, we've talked about him. Kenny Tolbert, the Hall of Fame mechanic that works on that number 1 of Jared Mies. He's had a chance to go back after the challenge and tweak on that number 1 a little bit. Did he find something that Mies can use here? Kristen, does Mies have anything for Beach?
Well, I asked him that prior to this main event, and he said, I am going to try. We heard from JD Beach following that heated semi, so I asked Jared if the contact he made with JD Beach was intentional. He said it wasn't. According to Jared, for these bikes to draft pass, they have to move into that space. They have to be close. And Jared explained to me that he felt like the line in the corner was already his, and JD didn't allow him the pass that was inevitably coming. So regardless, going into this main event, tensions were high, but Jared again saying, I'm going to give it my all and see if I have what it takes.
Boy, did he, coming off the 2. Did you see Jared Mies with the drive he had through the center of the corner? Here he comes down the back straightaway. Mies has the Indian right there, and Beach knows he hasn't shaken him loose this time.
Well, Beach left it on a little bit longer this time going into 3. That sets up Mies to be right on the back tire coming off of 4. Mies should be there. If he can make a pass, he's going to do it right now.
By now, in the challenge, Beach was long gone. This time in the main event, he hasn't been able to shake Mies at all, and he's got to do this for another 12 minutes and 2 laps.
And look who's right there lurking in 3rd. It's the young 32 Dallas Daniels. So the teammates on the Essence and Yamaha's 1st and 3rd. The multi-time champ right there in 2nd of Mies. You know, this one could fall into Dallas Daniels' hands because these two are going to go at it tooth and nail. There's no love lost. We saw that earlier. Mies is right there. He's going to apply the pressure. He'll make a move here real soon.
You saw Mies take a quick peek over his left shoulder. He knows there's another bike back there, and he figured it was Daniels. He just looked to see where he was. Now Daniels coming up along the outside. Here he comes. Oh, Mies slips up a little bit, takes the line away.
So we got this battle raging for the top 3. 4th is Bronson Bauman, and how about it for the 43 bike all the way from the back, Rispoli from Production Twins all the way up to 5th.
Rispoli having a tremendous night on that 43. There goes Mies. Mies to the inside, takes the lead away.
JD Beach, see how he can recover from that pass. He hasn't been passed in the main event yet. He'll set his sights on the leader down the back straightaway. Mies has his head down. He's trying to pull away. Beach back around the outside.
Beach back at him on the outside. Coming off of turn number 2 down the back stretch. Mies will hang on for the lead.
Sneaking up there into the 4th place.
Oh, look at that. Look at that speed down the back straightaway this time. Beach into 3. He's got the lead back.
Oh,
he slips and Mies back at the bottom, and Daniels goes by 2.
Oh, he's got his hand up.
He's got a problem. JD Beach has a problem, and the 95's night is over. Oh, what a shame for JD Beach, and now Jared Mies only has to worry about Dallas Daniels. Let's see what happened to Beach. He slips wide.
I thought he just got off the groove a little bit, but he lost power of the motorcycle, and that was it. His hand goes up. He's trying to get out of the way. So look at this. This will open up the door for the 32 and the 43 from the back of the pack. He's right there.
How is James Rispoli doing this?
Momentum, confidence. He was just out there.
And
He's
KTM.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that part.
And Wally Brown.
And Wally Brown. And the front end of that KTM number 43 is still vibrating like nothing I've ever seen, and somehow he's hanging on.
Well, we talked about it earlier, especially when he's in a big group. It was worse. When he's in clean air, it was better. But the 43 is just trying to hang on to it, but he's coming, marching his way towards the front from the back.
JD still making his way around the racetrack, and now he's exiting off the circuit. And look at that, there goes Jared Mees by in the lead and pulling away from Dallas Daniels, but Rispoli is coming up. Could Rispoli have a shot at this win?
You know, he could. I don't know. We haven't seen him battle against Jared Mees before, you know, in the Premier class tonight. We haven't seen him on the track at the same time. Just to be up there in the sight of the leader after starting at the tail of the field is incredible.
You know, look, Rispoli's got nothing to lose, right? He's not running for the title. He's just running for fun, and he's having a bunch of it.
Absolutely. I know there's going to be a smile on his face no matter what happens. He's up to third. He's closing in on Dallas Daniels. Dallas hasn't lost touch with the leader just yet.
Scotty, don't forget, during the off-season, if you're new to AFT, American Flat Track Racing, it was a big off-season with a lot of news as they changed the rules around to try to bring parity back to the sport and try to get the Indians a little bit more back to where the rest of the field is. Not only are we seeing the Yamahas doing well, we got 4 different bikes in the top 4, but all of a sudden now we've got a KTM to talk about with a podium spot.
Who just moved up from the production twins class, who's just on the racetrack. He's got the momentum, he's got the confidence. He's closing in on Dallas Daniels, the 43. James Rispoli, like you said, nothing to lose. He's here to race, to learn, and develop this motorcycle.
And here comes Daniels charging on Mees, and they've got 7.5 minutes and 2 laps to go yet.
That's a long time.
Oh, it is.
And you have to be super smooth. You cannot make a mistake. You cannot slip off that group either, Ralph. If you do, your chance of winning the main event is all over.
Yep. And it's going to get mentally tougher as this one wears on.
Absolutely.
For Daniels and Rispoli, because we know that Mees has the mental toughness and all the tricks up his sleeve you could possibly need to win a mile.
Mees has won here all 3 times.
There's Daniels to the lead. Daniels now puts the Yamaha back out front. Oh, he's the 32 and not the 95. Can he pull away from Mees?
First time he has led the main event tonight. Now Mees is second. I don't know if he was surprised to see that or not. He'll put his head down and try to retaliate on the back straightaway. Now he lets off a little bit earlier. He's going to watch and see what Dallas Daniels is doing.
One thing Jared Mees has not had to do prior to tonight is battle Dallas Daniels on a mile. So he's about to figure out what this kid's all about.
Absolutely.
Can he handle the pressure that Jared Mees can throw at him? Jared's going to start testing him, like right there, just putting the wheel up alongside, letting him know he's there.
And I don't think that's going to bother Dallas at all. Dallas is the only rider to win the Nicky Hayden Horizon Award. Bronson bike goes up in smoke.
Bronson.
Oil
Bronson
all over that
Bauman.
back tire. I hope there's no oil on the racetrack.
Red flag
is out.
Red flag.
So he's still looking for his first oval Grand National victory. It might happen tomorrow.
Okay, here we go. Staggered start as we get ready for the restart here today. You can see Jared's going to be at the front. Then it's going to be Dallas Daniels, and then right behind him, Rispoli. Then the 44 of Brandon Robinson. Then there's Briar Bauman. Then Davis Fisher. Boy, I mean, it just is stout all the way back through the field here. And they're all going to get another crack at Jared here.
And the 37 using a backup motorcycle will start at the tail of the field. That is allowed in the new rules according to the Super Twins rulebook. So he's at the back of the pack. He was in 3rd or 4th before the red flag came out.
So many storylines at play here. Can Jared Mees, after all the controversy in the offseason, everybody thinking maybe the Indian wouldn't have a shot on the mile, could he win the mile here, his 4th in a row at the red mile? Can Dallas Daniels get his first win on the Yamaha? Bauman jumps.
Breyer was going in a hurry. Van de Kooi started rolling as well. And now this 92 circling around. Not sure how many are going to the back, but they're putting a bunch
Looks
up
like
to the back.
3 at least.
Pearson's not too happy. Here comes Van de Kooi coming back to his spot.
And the third big story on this one as we get ready for the start here, what can Rispoli do on that production twin KTM? Could be a magical night for James Rispoli, already having won the production twins main.
Breyer has to go all the way to the tail of the field. He's going to have his work cut out for him as he already didn't as well, but here we go.
There's the KTM. How much magic is inside that brand new bike? Here we go. up. Green is all. Mies will beat them all into turn 1. Daniels and Rispoli will follow suit. They're right in order.
Dallas kind of went straight for the inside. I would have thought he would have stayed around the outside, carried the momentum up on the blue groove, but he went straight to the bottom in a hurry. And Jared Mies has about 10 bike leagues down the back straightaway. Here comes Daniels, closing the gap down the back straightaway. He's going up the inside. We got a new leader, Ralph.
Yes, we do. 6 minutes and 2 laps to go. Daniels takes the lead. What can Mies do? Can he bounce back? As we said before, this is the first time he's battled with Daniels on a mile. Let's see how Daniels can handle the reigning champ and all of his tactics on a mile.
Jared just about went off the groove right there. Looked like he was having trouble, maybe reaching up, maybe trying to shift that bike. Went up the racetrack just a little bit, still in second. Now, here
look
comes
at
Rispoli.
Rispoli closing on Mies. Here he comes off a 2. The 43 right there. Not able to make anything happen yet.
He might be in the perfect spot. If the 1 and the 32 keep battling against each other, the 43 is in the prime spot. And don't count out Robinson either, back there in 4th on the 44.
We're going to have a spectacular finish. You can be sure of that. Van der Kooi back there in 5th on the 20. Here comes Mies looking inside, going into 1. Nope, not yet, but he let Daniels know he's right there.
5 minutes and 2 laps to go. So they had a little bit of a break during that red flag. Regrouped, talked it over there to mechanics, and now it's time to do battle. And let's see who's going to win the red mile tonight.
Got to build up that lather again, don't you?
Yeah, get all fired up, get back into it, get your mindset, go straight for the win.
Brandon Price, we're told, is off the track now. His night is done.
He'll be credited with 13th place tonight.
Here comes Mies again. Looking, sniffing around, inside, outside, back in line.
I thought he was going to go up the inside, but he got back off, and now you look at the outside. You know, Mies is back there just studying what the 32's doing.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Jared not make a move till the very last lap.
I don't think he's going to wait that long, Ralph. He knows that there's company behind him. I don't think he can wait. I think if he can make the pass, I think he's going to do so as soon as he can. The 43's there, and look who else is there, the 44. We got 4 riders breaking away.
Here comes Mies. He's really made a run this time. 4 minutes, 2 to go. 4 minutes and 2 laps, and Mies back in line again, going into 1.
Scully right there in 3rd. Brandon Robinson in 4th. Keeping the leaders right there in front of him.
140-mile-an-hour chess match.
Bronson Bauman off the track. Here comes
Mies.
Mies.
Oh, here's Mies. Looking inside, going into 3. Still no go.
Not yet. He's sizing them up, Ralph.
Boy, he is. Rispoli's being patient, isn't he, on the 43, the KTM?
Absolutely. While that was going on, the 37 off the track, he'll be credited with 12th place.
Here he comes again. Still no by the time we get to 1.
Look who's lurking
Yamaha,
right there.
Indian, KTM, and Indian.
The 43's watching exactly what's going on in front of him. While these two are battling for the lead, it's allowing Rispoli to close up on these leaders ever so slightly more. Here comes the 43.
Rispoli looking. He swings out. Can't pull up alongside Mies just yet. But now he kind of gets to the outside of Mies a little bit. Don't slip up off that blue groove. You'll go all the way to the air fence if you do. Less than 3 minutes. Here's Mies again. This time he stays in it. He's got a new leader going into turn 1. It's Jared Mies putting the #1 plate back in the point and getting the drive-through 2 to open up a multi-bike gap by the time they get onto the backstretch. Oh boy, look at that lead now.
I think the 43's got to go. He's feeling it. He's looking up the inside. He wants to get by Dallas. Daniels cannot let that #1 get away.
JD Beach trying to make a statement in the dash earlier today. Jared Mies trying to make a big statement again now here in the main event.
Well, Mies knows this is where it pays the championship points. It pays more money to win the main. Dash is good, yeah, but Mies come to win the championship, and he's coming to win the main event.
And he's trying to put an exclamation point on this whole issue in the offseason about Indian and everybody else.
Exactly.
And he's on his way to proving that point here tonight. You can slow the bike down all you want, but you can't stop me. That's the point that Jared Mies is trying to make.
That's right. So the 32 still right there, still has a chance. So does the 43, as there's a minute and a half plus 2 laps to go.
Wow, what a night of racing we've had here at the Red Mile.
Man,
boy, bottom now.
All right, bikes are on track. They came out a little bit earlier than they told us, but we're back out here at the Red Mile, presented by Indian Motorcycle of Lexington. This is qualifying round number 1 right here. Mission Super Twins, sponsored by S&S Cycle. The 3-bike out in front, Briar Bauman, 95, JD Beach in tow, right there in second on the racetrack. Here comes the 67, Davis Fisher, who was fastest in that second round of practice. Fastest lap we've seen today, the 67, 37.968. This is qualifying round number 1. Surprised to see the 3-bike Briar Bauman out front. Usually he lets some other people go. One bike just slipped off the groove. There goes the 67. This won't be a quick lap for him. He'll try to get back in line, find somebody else to draft with the 3 pulling away by himself. Briar Bauman on the KTM goes to the top spot, 37.216. Meese to 37.240. Meese right there working with the Estenson Yamahas, maybe working to draft with them, maybe trying to set a fast lap. Meese third on the racetrack. Now he slings up the inside and takes the spot away from the 95. He goes after now the 3-bike in front of him. Briar Bauman on the KTM. Jared Meese on the Indian number 1. He won at Sacramento. He's won here 4 times. We've raced here 5 total times. He's won 4 out of the 5 in the Super Twins class. Meese to the top spot, 36.764. 36.7. It is definitely getting fast out there. That's the fastest lap we have seen. The only bike in the 36-second range is Jared Meese, 36.7. Here comes Briar right there now. He has somebody to draft with. See if the 3 can keep the 1 right there in front of him. Meese used the draft to get that quick lap. Briar slips up just a little bit. 32 trying to sneak up the inside, not able to make the pass. Here they come, back onto the front straightaway. Meese, Briar Bauman, 32, Dallas Daniels, 95, JD Beach into the first corner. Man, Jared leaves it on really long going to that first corner. This time by a 36.764. Last time by 37.419. So he had the advantage of having the draft to help him get that fast lap. He drafted by the 3. Now the 3 closing in on the 1 on the back straightaway. That is what Briar needs to do. He needs to catch on to that backside of the 1 bike and see if he can use the draft pass to get to the start finish line. It gets a little bit sideways right there, grabbing maybe a little bit too much throttle. 32 is right there in tow. Across the start finish line. This time for Meese, a 37.161. This time for Briar, 37.131. So Briar's lap that time was a little bit faster than Jared's last lap, but not quite good enough to take the top spot. Dallas Daniels, he looks like he's content to run right back there in the 3rd spot on the racetrack so far. He's second quick, 37.992. Our first round of qualifying for your Mission Super Twins, sponsored by S&S Cycle. Meese will bring him to that checkered flag. Here they come. 32 looked like he's going to make the slingshot pass and just elects not to. Briar goes up to second on that last lap right there. 36.948. Caught a little sniff of the draft of the 1 bike. So we've had 3 sessions so far, 2 practice and 1 qualifying. We've had 3 different people on top of the leaderboard. Track getting faster every time they go out. 36.764 right now for the 1 of Jared Meese. He also won the Sacramento Mile 2 weeks ago. Meese at the top spot on the Indian. Briar Bauman in second on the KTM. Dallas Daniels third on the Yamaha. Then a couple more Indians. Davis Fisher, Jared Vandekoy, Brandon Robinson. 3 Indians back to back to back. Kobe Carlisle 7th. JD Beach, the other Estenson Yamaha, is 9th. Ben Lau is currently 10th. And Bronson, again, no time out there in this one. So Bronson Bauman having some issues on the 37 Fast Track Racing KTM. Up next, group number 2. Super Twins, 61 Casey Cisco, 109 is Billy Ross, 34 Cameron Smith, 33 Jesse Janish on the Wally Brown KTM, 223 Jeffrey Lowry, 77 Jordan Harris, 96 Cody Johncox, 28 Gary Ketchum, and then 99 Kevin Stallings. Here they come. First lap is under a yellow flag, just to make sure that check the racetrack. The clock starts next time by the start finish line. There's a transponder loop buried underneath the finish line. Walk There's live timing and scoring on your smartphone, on your device. If you're here with us, you can do that. Or if you're at home, you can do that as well. That bike out front, Jesse Janish is on, was rode last year by James the Rocket Rispoli. Finished third in the Super Twins class, actually after winning the Production Twins main event, the first outing on that bike. Good to see Cody John Cox back out here with us as well, the 96 from Attica, New York. Jesse Janish calls Florida home, originally from Wisconsin. The defending Production Twins champion. There's no Production Twins class this year. You either had to go Super Twins racing or go to the AFT singles class. A little bit sideways right there did the 33 of Janish when he grabbed the handful. Here he comes, gets the KTM point straight down the finish line area. 33 Janish taking a look and moves to the 13th spot. Watch this. Watch the 33 bike. He's on the left side of the screen now, in the center of the screen, having a handful. It's either on or off right now. Hanging on to it, then he slides back over that seat, gets really far over the rear end. That puts traction on the rear tire. You see Janish is right now currently 13th. 4 KTMs racing with us here today. Got really sideways right there at the same time. Looks over his shoulder, wants to see if anybody's going to draft with him. Janish out front. John Cox right there in second on the racetrack. Janish goes to 15th. Kevin Stallings on the only Kawasaki listed here today goes up to 11th for the 99. Janish slips off the groove. Here comes the freight train. The 99, fastest bike on the track right now. Kevin Stallings. That's the Weirbach Racing Kawasaki. They're chasing the 77. That's Jordan Harris, the coal miner, on the Ryan Varnes Racing KTM. Schaefer's Motorsports entry. A lot of the Varnes family is here. We got a special presentation coming up during opening ceremonies for the Ryan Varnes Foundation. Janish made the mistake of slipping off the groove, and he's let about 3 guys go by. Now he gets back by John Cox. Jordan Harris up to 10th now on the 77. He's the fastest bike on the racetrack. Jordan Harris on his KTM. 37.857. Stallings on the 99. Janish on the 33. Onto the front side. 77, the 99 trying to make the draft passes. The white flag is out. One more left to go. Up the inside goes the 99. 99 up to 11th. The 77 still in 10th. And as we go back to Janish on the 33, the 99 goes out in front. Kevin Stallings, see what he can do by himself now as he's leading the group down the back straightaway. First time he's rode this motorcycle is right here today. Stallings did win back here in the singles class back in 2017. Jordan Harris right there on the 77, currently 10th quick. Stallings gets on the gas early coming off of 4, trying to pull away from the 77. 77 catching the draft, come to the checkered flag. Looks like a solid lap for both the 77 and the 99. The 77 ends up 10th. 99 ends up 11th here in this first round of qualifying. AFT singles are up next. Don't forget to stop by and get your event t-shirts down there. And also the AFT marketplace is down just as you make your way out of the grandstand area. There's a look at round number 1 qualifying. Jared Meese at the top spot, 36.768. Briar Bauman second, 36.948. And the only other bike in the 36-second range is Dallas Daniels, 36.977. Top 3 different brands, Indian, KTM, and Yamaha. Fisher 4th, Vandekoy is 5th, Robinson 6th, Colby Carlisle 7th, JD Beach is 8th, Ben Lau 9th, and Jordan Harris running out your top 10. Up next, we'll shift gears and head on to the Parts Unlimited AFT singles class sponsored by Kicker Performance Audio here at the Red Mile. It's not as red as before. There's a little bit more sand mixed into the racetrack this year. It's not quite as red as before. Stands are filling up nicely. We'll enter and exit the racetrack outside turn number 4. And a little bit later on, we'll have the open paddock area as the singles roll onto the racetrack. The open paddock area starts at 6:10 p.m. Opening ceremonies are at 7 p.m. here tonight. Group number 1 of the singles rolling onto the racetrack. The 1 is Cody Kopp, 79 Dalton Gauthier, 18 Maxwell, 88 Chase Sadoff, 21 Trevor Bruner, the 48 Trent Lowe, the 59 Tom Dragon, the 13 that's Kops puts his hand up in the air. I didn't see what happened there. I just caught it out the corner of my eye. 13 Morgan Mishler, 19 is James Ott, 49 Chad Coast, the California kid, 91 Justin Jones, 82 Travis Pettin, 52 Shayna Texter Bauman, 26 Aiden Roosevans, 166 Logan Eisenhard, our Mobile View Rookie of the Year leader. The 63, that's the Jet Jared Lowe, and the 51 of Cole Zabala. Earlier today, we did hear from Tommy Duma, TDFJ, and now joining me in the booth, it's Kristen B. Kristen, what's going on outside? What have you been up to?
Whew, I've been getting notes. I changed into pants because it's cold. I showed up in track race shorts, and it is actually chilly out there. Some conditions that we aren't exactly used to here at the Red Mile this year, Scotty, and you were telling me earlier the track being one of them.
Yeah, the track was a little bit silty, or, a little bit of fine dust was going. Now the track's getting faster. It's brushing off. There's a good groove down there on the bottom of the racetrack, but when Breyer came off the track, your cameraman came to me and said he poured a whole bottle of water over his eyes, especially, so he could see better.
Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. Also crazy, we have 3 Austrian bikes at the front of the pack. And guys, KTM has not traditionally been the strongest pick when it comes to the miles. We always talk about the Yamahas and the Hondas. I am really surprised to see Cody Kopp. Oh, and I just changed.
That was just the order that came onto the track.
That was the
That's
order.
okay.
But they are at the front of the pack right now.
They sure are. The 18 and the 1. We talked earlier, and Joe Kopp told Ralph that they're a little under power, and Cody told me that they're low on power, but they think they found something in the off week between Sacramento and today.
Yeah, and it's tough for some of the Austrian bikes because when you are connected with the factory like KTM, they build the motors, whereas if you're Dalton Gauthier and you have Vance Hines building the motor, you maybe at sometimes have an advantage when it comes to speed. Sometimes that can affect the consistency. However, the guys at KTM are limited to what the shop gives them. However, who really wants it right now in this class? It's Chase Sadoff.
He sure does. And last week's winner is right there, the 59 of Tom Drain. He's looking to go back-to-back, and it's always easier to win your second one after you won your first one, Kristen.
That's what he told me, Scotty. He now there's a sense of relief. He's able to race without the pressure of, can I do it? He knows he can do it now. Now it's a matter of, can he back it up? And when it comes to the miles, he is considerably lighter than the other riders. I spoke with the Turner Racing Honda guys about that exactly. How do you... and he's now pulling up to the front pack, but how do you kind of close that weight gap, that disparity between Chase Sadoff, Trent Lowe, taller guys, bigger guys, and Tom Drain?
Tom Drain goes the top spot on that lap. The 59 is the fastest bike on the track, 3:7.497. But how do you close that gap, Kristen?
You make
the
bike lighter. You make the bike as light as possible. You get the guys to try to watch what they're eating during the week. You get them to run a little bit more.
Man.
Yeah, just a little bit of switchback.
The 48 looked like both of his feet came off the pegs, and at the same time he goes off the groove right there. I don't know if he hit a bump going in there, but it just looked like it upset the bike.
And look at the third spot, Chad Coase.
That's impressive. So now we got Yamaha, Honda, and Husqvarna. The top 3 spots as the white flag is out for this first round of qualifying for your Parks Limited AFT singles class. The 59 is so small. What an advantage he has too, Kristen, is he likes to road race. He road races down Australia. This is basically a road race on dirt.
And look at how small he gets. Look at how small he gets up on the bike.
Watch the left over here, right about, no, not yet.
The tail kind of gets caught in the sauce a bit.
Yeah, I think it happened. It started a little bit earlier going in the corner. Caught in the sauce. Did you just pull that? Where did that one come out of, Kristen? I don't think I've heard that one, especially from you.
I picked that from the Tree of Knowledge.
The Tree of
Lost
Knowledge. Lost in the sauce. Tom Drain, 3.7. And Trent Lowe goes to top spot. Just I was going to say it, write it down, 3.7.374 for Trent Lowe. That's fast.
This is going to be an exciting class to watch because all the way down to 7th, this is a track that provides a lot of options for the guys to make passes. This is a track you can draft pass. So, as much as we like to say qualifying is important, this is a track that is racy. So just because he may be in 7th right now doesn't mean he won't be standing on the top step of the podium tonight.
So we've had 2 practice sessions, now 1 group in this first round of qualifying, and it's the Turner Hondas. Trent Lowe was fastest in the first practice session. Sadoff was fastest in the second practice session. Our first qualifying session right now, it's Trent Lowe who goes to the top spot. So 3 Hondas up
And,
there.
they are not far off looking at your notes from the Super Twins riders either. These singles are hauling.
They are flying out here today at the Red Mile. Very long straightaways, very tight corners. Here's a look at the booth up here. Welcome to my office. It's nice.
It is very snug, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the proximity to Scotty Dubler, one of my very good friends.
It's cooling off outside just a little bit. I think that's helping the bikes. It's helping the racetrack for sure because the sun's been missing all day.
Absolutely. That overcast allows the track to maintain some of its moisture. As you can see, still some dark spots on the track, meaning there's moisture up there, and that's good for the riders because tonight they won't have to do as much track prep. You can have some more consistent conditions out there.
Reese Podor
106
from Kansas. He was taking a look back. I don't think he was sure what the flag was showing, but he wanted to make sure. But that's Reese Podor from Kansas, one of our rookie riders out here in this class, the Parts Unlimited AFT singles. 3 digits mean you haven't made a national, or you're making your way back to flat track. It's a couple different reasons. There's the 270, Jess Reynolds. She's from Pennsylvania. She does a lot of the work herself. She's actually got some help this weekend.
A graduate of the Build Train race, if I'm not.
No, she didn't. She hasn't rode the Build Train race. They
Anna
offered,
Banana.
Banana.
Yeah,
But
and they offered.
They offered Jess Reynolds, but she said no. She wanted to go AFT racing, so she turned pro this year. This is her first season. Kyle Snyder's actually helping her out this weekend, a former racer. His dad, Kevin Snyder, used to race on the circuit back in the day. But yeah, Kyle helping out. She drove here by herself. She's working on her own bikes, and she got some help this weekend. Here comes the 117. That just landed Smith. He pulled out of that draft really early. He's going to try to out horsepower on me. He does up the inside. Smith looks good, and that's Dalton Gautier's teammate. So he has the benefit of knowing what Dalton knows and having the exact same bike.
Now, looking at the leaderboard right now as we watch this qualifying session, I am not surprised, but I am happy to see James Ott and Chad Coast 3 and 4 in qualifying. That was a quick pull around right there for both those Huskies.
Yeah, those teammates, they can feed off each other too, and they're both very close to the same weights. They probably have the exact same setup, so I think all that helps. And then Chad's got the experience. You've got James Ott, who's been around the series for about 2 or 3 seasons. His best finish was 3rd. He's looking to improve that. And he's having a great day so far.
Yeah, his dad actually built the motor, so he completely rebuilt the motor before Sacramento. They debuted it there, and I mean, it is a fast, fast bike. And so for Chacos, like you said, very similar riders, they can convey those notes, where sometimes as teammates, you can't always do that with the, with the ability that you might have. When you talk about a Trent Lowe and a Chase Sauer, they're similar, but not 100% the same, whereas James Ott and Chad Coates are nearly identical with setup.
So also, if you're here, don't forget you can watch the live timing and scoring on the app. They just told me to make sure and mention that. You have it on your tablet. I have it on my smartphone. We also have it on a big screen here in our booth. But if you're in the grandstands, you can watch what's going on right here.
Download
live.
the American Flat Track Series app. It doesn't cost any money. So if you guys are anything like me and you're wondering what am I going to get charged for next, this is not an app that costs you anything. You just go on the App Store, you download the American Flat Track app. You can look up upcoming events. You can buy tickets if you want to, but you can definitely follow the qualifying and watch what's going on the track.
Also, there's a link to go to get rider bios. You can you can learn more about each rider as they go out. They're not all the riders have them, but a lot of them do, and you can get more familiar with our riders.
Yeah, learn about their teams, their sponsors. If you're wondering what they are running on their bike, it's likely related to the sponsors that they have listed on their bios. So that's always kind of fun for the tech people, be able to see what's going on the bikes.
Terrence Santero making a move to the front on the 75 bike. Just had a birthday a couple weeks ago and took the win at the Lodi Cycle Bowl the night before Sacramento, and he looks like he's got some momentum going. He goes by Smith. Now Smith coming back on the inside on the 117, and he goes back to the front.
Speaking of
Smith is in the 21st spot, and the 75's 20th right now. So those two are working together. They're up to 21st and 22nd. It'll be good enough to put him in the show, but they want to qualify a little bit better to get on the front row of a heat race.
Right, make the night a little bit better for themselves. Speaking of fun things going on during the little break that we had there, a lot of the riders in this singles class attended prom. Cody Kopp, Chase Sadoff both went to prom during the break.
Did you see who Cody Kopp went to prom with?
I did see who Cody Kopp went to prom with Dallas Daniels' sister, Reese, who is actually going to be shadowing me. So she's going to shadow me later on this season.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, kind of learn what it's like to be a broadcaster. And I told her, absolutely, this year I think I've had 4 young ladies shadow me, which has been so much fun. But she is one of those ones that wants to learn how to do the thing, so I told her go ahead, but she did. She went to prom with Cody Kopp. Chase Sadoff went to prom. I was curious who was best dressed, and so I'm going to compare the two later. I sent some pictures to Brad Jones, and we've got Chase Sadoff set up, and we've got Cody Kopp set up, and I have to say I think Chase won.
A lot of them are
look sharp.
A lot of them are just graduating from high school as well.
Do you remember going to prom?
I went to prom for a young lady. I didn't go to my prom. I was busy racing or whatever, but somebody asked me to go to prom after I'd already graduated. We'll look at the results of round number 1 of qualifying. Honda, Yamaha, 2 Husqvarnas, and another Yamaha, the top 5. Trent Lowe, 37.374. Drain is 2nd. James Ott, Chad Coast. Trevor Bruner, 5th. Maxwell is 6th. Chase Sadoff is back there 7th. His teammate, Morgan Mishler, who won here last year tonight, is 8th. Declan Bender in his rookie season is 9th. Travis Penn is 10th. The one I don't see is the big number 1.
Cody Kopp.
He's 11th.
He's 11th right now. You know they're trying to make some setup changes and figure out these miles, but this has just never been Cody's strong suit. And look at those prom pictures. Chase Sadoff. Oh, that is so cute. His mom sent me that picture. He was very shy about sending his prom pictures. But,
how many proms did you go to?
I actually didn't go to any.
What? Why not?
There's Cody and Reese. Oh, don't they look so sweet? So, I mean, guys, that is a toss-up. Now looking at both those photos for best dressed.
Yeah. Like they said on the other side of the truck, and we agree too, is this puts in perspective just how young these warriors are, especially in the AFT singles class.
Professional touring athletes in a national series still enjoying the little pieces of growing up in childhood, including prom, which, I mean,
so cool.
It is so odd because they carry themselves like young adults. They carry themselves as professional athletes, but they're still kids. They're still kids.
I got a message also that Clark Morian had just graduated from Walnut Hills High School. And he's out there, and he's from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'd made that mistake earlier today. I couldn't pull that out of my file cabinet of what hometown he was from. So people, they're listening and they take care of me. So I appreciate it.
But that's such a special time and such a, just some of those hallmark memories for those guys. And I'm so excited when I come to the track and I'm getting notes and I get to hear about their lives at home, because they do have lives at home too. And we sometimes forget about that.
Look at that. Progressive Skycam, so beautiful.
Country.
There's a trotter track in the middle, but they're setting up stages. There's going to be 3 stages set up for some live music out here next weekend.
Big concerts at these horse racing tracks. You know what? Coming into Kentucky, and I said this on my Instagram, this is one of my favorite venues for racing. We're in the middle, in the heart of horse racing country. I love horses. I'm not sure how I feel about horse racing, but it is also bourbon country, which I also love. So 2 things that speak to my heart. We are right here in Kentucky, one of my favorite spots to be.
It is awesome. So we're under a little bit of a break. They're doing some track maintenance. When we come back, second round of qualifying for both classes. When we come back to the Red Mile, we'll take a look back at last year's singles main event. We'll be back soon.
All right, here we go. Parts Unlimited AFT singles, their main event, getting ready to go. Sweeping down to the inside. He's going to take the spot by the time they get to the middle of 1 and 2.
He's got his teammate Gautier right behind him, and there is Maxwell sliding into the 3rd spot.
He's got to be careful because Dalton Gautier is awful strong on that number 79 Honda. Down the backstretch. Here they come. Gautier trying to get inside. Can't get it done.
49 Chad Coase up there in the 4th spot. Another rider goes up off the groove, up to the air fence. He's hanging on to it, doesn't go down, so we're staying green. Here they come, off of 4. 17
leading, but here's Gautier coming in at 1. Dalton Gautier's your new leader.
2 Honda teammates up front. Here comes Chad Coase in 3rd. That slides well back to 4th, down 1 position from the start.
Trent Lowe has moved himself up to 3rd. And Maxwell has slipped back. He's going to try to gather back up on that Red Bull KTM and get himself back up onto the podium spots.
Trent Lowe right there in 3rd. Maxwell in 4th ahead of Chad Coase, who's in that 5th spot on the First Impressions Honda in the 5th position, trying to keep up with these leaders.
Coase has been pretty good all day today. He's done a very nice job.
Absolutely. I don't think we should count out the 48 of Trent Lowe. He's keeping those other two Turner Hondas right in front of him. Look how low he's getting. He's staying with the draft. He's got his sights set on the leaders. Don't count out the 48.
He's got the speed and the handling early on here to be a threat for them for sure. Look at him close up in the middle of the corner here. That's a real telltale sign he's going to be a handful later on in this one.
Great train on the front straightaway. 4 riders starting to pull away just a little bit. Gauthier back up the inside, back into the lead. Gauthier, Mishler, Trent Lowe, and right behind Lowe is the Max, the killer whale back there in 4th.
Scotty, watch that third bike in line low as we get down into turn 3. Here comes Whale trying to get him. We pulled off of this, so there he is. They're side by side, and Whale is going to get by. But through the center of the corner, as Mishler got back into the lead, Lowe is very strong to the center of the corner, and that is something we haven't seen much of today.
Well, we talked about that's what you have to do in the Super Twins class, but that's what you also have to do in the singles class. When you let off the throttle, it takes a while to build that speed back up. If you can keep the RPMs up a little bit, stay on the throttle a little bit longer in the middle of the corner, it makes it easier to catch that draft off of the corner.
Sun has set here in Lexington, Kentucky. A beautiful evening, and Mishler goes back to the lead.
His teammate right behind him. That's got to be a good feeling to have. You know you want to beat your teammate, but you also can depend on your teammate not taking you out, not doing anything stupid. So the Turner Racing American Hondas right there, 1st and 2nd place.
And Gauthier right back by as well. And the thing that I'm impressed with Mishler is that if you follow the sport, he is a rider that telling him you got to stay down on the bottom and run that blue groove all night long, that is not his normal modus.
Absolutely not. He loves looking for other lines, but he knows on this mile you got to keep it on that little notch on the bottom. They call that the blue groove, and Mishler's doing exactly that. You can fan out just a little bit on the straightaways, but you got to keep it on the bottom right here in the corners.
Off the 4, down the front straightaway once again. Coming up on 6 minutes and 2 laps left to go here at the Red Mile. Can Morgan Mishler hang on for the win?
Here comes Trevor Bruner working his way from the back of the pack. The 21 is up to 8th place from starting 17th. Bruner's on the way to the front, but I don't know if he's going to have enough time.
He's strong, but I don't know. He's going to have to make some serious ground up right now. He's back in 8th, and that's a fast group at the point.
But he's caught the lead draft, and that's impressive. Everybody else is way back there. So he's actually caught it now. He's got to pick them off one at a time. Sometimes you get lucky and get a double draft pass on the starting line.
I'll tell you who could be a dark horse in this is Cody Kopp, who's now up to 4th, right behind Whale. Kristen, what are your thoughts as we work our way to 5 minutes and 2 laps to go?
Dalton Gauthier told me today he's actually racing with a partially torn ACL and MCL. He said he is only at 80% during the off week. He tried to go to physical therapy. He tried to get help with that knee, but he's still sore. So for Dalton Gauthier, racing this well at only 80%, incredibly impressive.
5 minutes and 2 laps to go here at the Red Mile in Lexington, Kentucky. As the battle for the lead rages on down the front straightaway. Dalton Gauthier on the 79, sliding past up the inside to take the lead from his teammate Morgan Mishler, and hot on their tail, a pair of Red Bull KTMs of Maxwell and Cody Kopp.
Just like Kristen said, Ralph, these guys are warriors. He's wounded, but he's still out there running for the lead.
Oh, and look at this. Mishler around the outside on that very narrow groove of blue groove. You can see it coming up.
Like I said, don't count out Trent Lowe. He made an awesome run down the back straightaway, made a pass. Now he's up to 3rd. He's mixing it up with the leaders. Here comes the 48.
He's looking to get inside. He's inside here of Mishler. He's going to put himself into 2nd. Now can he catch Dalton Gauthier? Make something happen there for the lead.
They have a yellow flag out, one bike off of the pace on the back straightaway. No harm, no foul. We're still at full song down the back straightaway.
Mishler comes storming back. He's going to catch both of them by the time they get to 3. New leader once again.
That was a nice double draft pass. He went around the outside, came down and shut the line, got in front of the 79 and the 48. An excellent move by Mishler.
Gauthier looking inside. He'll take it back.
Kopp on the 12 in 5th.
Well, with less than 3.5 minutes and 2 laps to go, the time for lurking is about done, don't you think? I mean, you got to get after it. Now you got to stop lurking and start attacking.
It's go time for sure. 48 up to second. Got a feeling, Ralph.
Mishler looking for that mile win. Low right there on the 48. Dalton Gautier's been strong all day. Cody Kopp now finds himself in 4th. And he's ready to put some pressure on. We said this could be the best race of the weekend, this category, and they haven't disappointed. This Parts Unlimited AFT singles main event has been spectacular.
One rider slips off the groove right there. The lead pack just lost one.
Mishler trying to break free, trying to get down low below the paint on that Honda if he can. Here's Gautier up the inside. He's going to take the lead by turn 1.
A little bit of a head shake by Mishler right there, and it looks like another rider just slips off the groove. The first rider slipped off a moment ago was Hunter Bauer. That might have been Chad Coast that just slipped off. So now we're down to, looks like 6 riders have broken away.
He's starting to shake them free a little bit. The pressure is building. The intensity is an all-time high. Mishler back to the lead.
Still in the 3rd spot. Look at this. Bruner is up to 6th, Ralph. He started the tail end of the field 17th all the way to 6th.
He's done a tremendous job back there on that Yamaha. Whale has drifted off a little bit. Then he closes back up by the time they get to the corner.
Yellow light flashing in turn number 1. It's only yellow, though. We race until we see a red or a checkered. A yellow flag is out right there. We're still racing. Not sure exactly what happened. Chad Coase is shown now way back in 15th. So
here comes Lowe again. Lowe starting to make his way up there, but Mishler and Gautier will fight for the lead going into 3, and it will be Gautier coming out with the spot.
Here they come off of 4.
Coming up on 1 minute and 2 laps to go. So 2 more laps around, and we should see 2 to go.
Here comes the 12. He's coming to the front. That's our points leader, Cody Kopp, nicknamed Hot Rod. He's marching his way to the front. Now Lowe's up to 2nd. Lowe's trying to lead this thing for the first time tonight.
And guess who's also coming along? Bruner. Bruner is up and around Whale. Bruner is in a position here. He can make a couple of moves real quick. He could be a threat for the win.
Mishler got a little bit sideways right there. The 48 almost had to check up just a little bit. Might have a little bit of a tire wear maybe going on. Here they come.
Here comes Kopp. Kopp going for 3rd, maybe for 2nd. He's on the inside. He's got 2nd place. Cody Kopp is ready to challenge for the win here. Morgan Mishler stands between him and the top step of the podium now.
What a race we got going on. 15 seconds left.
We knew this was going to be a good one, and it's going to be all the way to the checkers. Mishler trying to lead him off of 4. They're going to get the 2 to go this time by.
Clock is about to expire right now.
2 laps remaining here at the Red Mile for the Parts Unlimited AFT Singles main event. Lowe trying to come to the inside. Mishler leads. Kopp sits in 2nd. Gautier and Bruner right there with him.
No holding back now, Ralph. 2 laps to go. It's less than 2 miles. You got to get it done, but you got to stay in the thick of things. Don't do anything stupid. Stay on the groove.
What tricks do you have up your sleeve?
It's got to be a power move. It's got to be on the straightaway. No passing's being made in the corner, so you got to get a good drive off the corner in front of you and make a draft pass. Watch out. Here comes Cody Kopp on the 12.
Coming to the 1 to go. White flag is waiting. There it is. Final time into turn number 1 at speed. Mishler's going to lead him in and out of the corner. Now it's down the back straightaway. Can you make something happen? Can you get the drive off of 2? Can you get down below the paint, get the arrow that you need? Oh, look at this. Bruner swinging outside. He's going to take Gautier with him, and Lowe. Nobody's going to get anything on Mishler into 3. Do you have any run to the checkered flag now? Morgan Mishler, can he win on the mile? Not supposed to be a mile specialist, but he's been on it all day long. And the Parts Unlimited AFT Singles is going to go to Morgan Mishler on the Honda here today.
Wow.
What a run. Cody Cobb will finish in second, 0.05 of a second behind him at the line.
Father's Day weekend, Progressive American Flat Track returns to the Magic Mile in DuQuoin, Illinois. The Mission Foods AMA Flat Track Grand National Week at DuQuoin State Fairgrounds explodes on Saturday, June 17th with the Progressive American Flat Track Professionals. Bring the whole family. Meet the stars of the sport during the free fan walk. Give Dad the gift he really wants. It's the DuQuoin Mile on Saturday, June 17th. Get your tickets now at AmericanFlatTrack.com.
Cometic Gasket is the official gasket of American Flat Track. For decades, American Flat Track champions have depended on Cometic to seal their engines. Cometic gaskets are the professional standard for racers who demand the very best. For more information, log on to Cometic.com. Cometic Gasket, sealing champions since 1989. Klotz Synthetic Lubricants is proud to be the official lubricant of American Flat Track and 8-time AFT national champion Jared Meese. Family owned and made in America since 1959, Klotz has built its reputation by answering the call of racers and performance enthusiasts who won't settle for anything less than superior synthetic lubricants. Racers and performance buffs around the world rely on Klotz to get them to the checkered flag. Order today at KlotzLube.com.
Mobile View has been providing state-of-the-art LED video screens to sporting and special events throughout the U.S. and Canada since 1999. We use our vast experience of thousands of events to help guide the process of finding the right size screen to help make your event a memorable experience for your fans and sponsors. Arai Helmet started racing in America in flat track, and we've been supporting it ever since. Arai, handcrafted with an obsessive dedication to rider protection. For more information, please visit our website, AraiAmericas.com.
Rent tools and equipment from more than 70 leading brands, plus the full line of CAT machines, big and small. The right equipment, the right technology, the right team. All right when and where you need it. Visit CatRentalStore.com. Whether amateur or pro, VP has a motorcycle fuel to make more power. Keep your race bike cool with Stay Frosty Race Ready Coolant and high performance formula for your street bike. Learn more at VPRacingFuels.com.
This year sees Royal Enfield return for an all-new season of Build, Train, Race, and a big step forward for the Moto Anatomy powered by Royal Enfield team. For the first time, Royal Enfield steps into the premier class for a full season of AFT racing, this time with a 2-rider team. Meet the racers and check out the machines of both of Royal Enfield's groundbreaking programs. Light Shoe has been building quality steel shoes for flat track racers since 1998. They serve the flat track community worldwide, building custom hot shoes to fit individual needs with the rider's unique style in mind. With more than 25 years of experience and a 1-year unconditional guarantee, you'll know you've made the right choice when your foot touches the ground going into turn 1. Join the Light Shoe crew. You'll be glad you did.
From the flat track to the strip to the street, it's ARP fasteners for your bike. If it's for show or for go, ARP makes the highest quality and most dependable fasteners with strength for performance and good looks. The speed demons of American flat track racing trust ARP for maximum clamping force that leads to victory lane. When failure is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com, no matter what you drive.
DCT is an automatic transmission. You heard right. The Honda DCT is a fully automatic transmission. For a motorcycle, it'll shift faster than you can, at the right time, right speed, and right RPM. And when you want to shift for yourself, use paddle shifters mounted on the left handlebar. Take a DCT demo on a new Honda Africa Twin and other available models. Schedule your DCT demo right now at Al Lamb's Dallas Honda.
For American Flat Track fans, the last Saturday in June can only mean one thing: the return of the Lima Half Mile. June 24th, the Allen County Fairgrounds comes alive with the fastest flat track motorcycle racers on the planet, celebrating America's original extreme sport. The 2023 running of the Mission Foods Indian Motorcycle Lima Half Mile, presented by Drag Specialties, is on. Get your tickets now at limahalfmile.com.
And welcome back to the Red Mile out here, presented by Indian Motorcycle of Lexington. The place is filling up. There's a lot of bikers out here. We're going to have some fun out here tonight. One more round of qualifying for both classes, the Super Twins and the AFT Singles class. Don't forget, get your raffle tickets for that brand new YZ 450. They're giving that away at the Lima Half Mile, the last weekend of June. And the Super Twins are rolling onto the racetrack for the final time of qualifying here tonight. Mission Super Twins, 19 bikes will make the attempt to qualify for tonight into 2 heat races. We'll take the top 6 out of the heat races. If you don't finish in the top 6 spots, you come back in one last chance qualifier. We'll take the top 6 out of there. So here we go. Last round of qualifying on the track. The 32, that's Dallas Daniels. The 95, JD Beach. Third on the racetrack is the big number 3, that's Briar Bauman. This is the final round to qualify. Fast time, what they're looking to beat is a 3:6.764 from the one of Jared Meese. I don't see him up there with the leaders. He elected to not run right up front. He's going to sit back and wait and not show anybody his line. Here they come to the green flag. Clock has started. Last round of qualifying. Just getting up to speed. They'll take them off at turn number 2. I'm Scotty Doodle, the voice of American Flat Track. We've heard from Tommy Duma, TDFJ.com. We've heard from Kristen Beat. She'll be doing all of our reporting. She'll also be alongside here in a little bit doing opening ceremonies and talking to all of our winners and giving our pre-race reports for FS1. And now joining me in the booth, fresh from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Ralph Shaheen. Ralph, welcome to the booth.
Hey, Scotty. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, too, man. You've been having some fun out there. You got to see the track from a different perspective out there just outside turn number 3. What do you think so far?
Boy, those first few laps early when they came out for the first practice session, there were those guys that were going for speed, like these 3 right here. They were right down here.
Right.
And there were those guys that just could not resist that cushion.
Just grab a handful.
Just wicked it up and went up there and said, I'm going to play a little bit. And you know what? I can't blame him. To put it in perspective, if you're not a flat tracker like yourself, about the only thing I could think of that would, make some sense to compare it to would be like if you go out on a lake and you got one of those
fresh
total glass days, or if you're a big skier, like I love to go skiing, you get a nice fresh powder day, and nobody's been out there, you're going to go make some tracks.
It's the best.
You just can't ignore it. You got to go for it.
Jared Meese goes to the top spot even faster than the first round, a 3:6.704. Meese, the 4th bike on the racetrack, has laid another fast lap, 3:6.70. He's 5/100ths faster than he was just a few moments ago last time out, and they're right on the bottom of the racetrack. There's a lot of rubber going down. I know when I got here yesterday, Ralph, there's a lot of sand mixed into the racetrack, so the track is not quite as red as normal here at the Red Mile, but it's still really fast out here this weekend.
Yeah, and so much for the theory that this track isn't as good for Jared as Sack was.
Yeah, it looks like it's just as good. Yeah, 3:6.582 now, 0.2 of a second faster goes Meese on the one bike. He looks back. He wants to see who's coming with them. And Davis Fisher's coming right along, 3:6.733. Remember, Fisher ran second here on Sunday last year. We raced 2 days in a row. Your favorite weekend was full of racing.
Yep.
And it is full of racing again, but today it's all about American Flat Track. Tomorrow it's about 4-wheel racing.
Yes, sir.
Breyer goes to second, 3:6.646 on the Parks Plus KTM. Rick Ware Racing entry.
Congratulations to Rick and the gang for putting their driver Stingray Robb into the Indy 500
I like that
last
name.
weekend, and for winning at Chicago in the NHRA competition, top fuel category with Clay Milliken. Clay hadn't advanced rounds yet this year. Not only did he advance rounds, he advanced all the rounds.
He went all the way through.
Took the Wally home,
That was awesome.
So time for Breyer and Shayna next, right?
Exactly. Checkered flag is out. that the checkered? Is that the white? That looked like the checkered to me, but we'll see. Davis Fisher to the top spot, 3.6.464. Let's check in with one more time. Kristen Beat. Kristen's down there watching what's going on. Kristen, how's it going?
To be, because as we move forward in this series, we look at the championship hunt, the space and the buffer that Dallas Daniels once had on Jared Mees is diminishing. We're going to try to grab Dallas as he pulls off track here and see if he'll stop for us. Dallas is coming over, and I'm sure they have some work to do after this qualifying session. Dallas, how did you feel out there?
Oh, good. You know, this race is a lot of fun to ride, and the track's really good right now. It's really grippy, so you know, we were struggling a little bit early on the beginning of the day, and we're starting to figure things out, so we're just going to keep plugging away and see if we can do better.
What were you really?
We were kind of messing around with a couple things, and I think we were a little off on our gearing just because the track is a little bit different than last year. Like a little bit slower, looking at the lap times from last year, so just trying to dial. But
how does the track affect you as a rider, and in what ways has it gotten slower?
It doesn't affect us too much. It's just you got to to adapt to it, and for me, it's not going to change anything for me from a rider's standpoint. We just got to figure out how to ride it.
Dallas, well done. We'll see you later in the day.
Dallas up there currently 7th out of the 10 bikes that have been on the racetrack here in this second round. Davis Fisher at the top spot, 3.6.464, the fastest we have seen. That's 0.3 of a second faster than Mees was in that first round. So Fisher's finding some speed out there.
Well, that's going to make you feel good if you're Davis Fisher, huh?
It definitely does. And, you know, I wouldn't have picked him to be that fast here. I was picking him earlier like some of the other tracks, some of the smaller tracks, but he is flying out here today. Davis Fisher on the Rackley Racing Indian Motorcycle, 3.6.464. There is the 77 to coal miner Jordan Harris. He's on that Ryan Barnes Racing KTM Schaefer's Motorsports entry. 96 Cody Johncox, 223 Jeffrey Lowry. Here comes the 99, the freak of nature Kevin Stallings. Got himself a ride. He's on the Weerbach Racing, the only Kawasaki in the whole weekend in the twins class. There goes one bike way off the groove. It's the 34. He's having fun like you were talking about a minute ago, Ralph.
Yeah, Cameron Smith playing out there.
Yeah, why not? I mean, that's what we're here to have fun, right? That's what we came
It's
here.
so tempting when you're looking at it.
Yeah, it's definitely not the fastest way around right now. Maybe if they put a lot of moisture up there, it might get faster, but definitely not a way to get a quick time. 19 bikes, 18 of them make the main event here today. We'll have 2 heat races and 1 last chance qualifier. Here comes a 3-way drag race down the back straightaway. The 96 looking at the outside, 99 looking at the inside, but it's still the leader, 77, Jordan Harris. The Ryan Barnes Racing bike. Here comes Jeffrey Lowry joining the mix right there on the 223. These are the riders back here at about 11th, 13th, 14th, and 15th in different orders than they're running on the racetrack. And the first shot at the 61, Casey Cisco jumps up to 12th on his Harley-Davidson. There's Stallings on the 99. He's now right in tow of the 77.
Big night for the Varnes family in opening ceremonies, right?
That's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to hand out some money to some very deserving professional motorcycle racers. I know one of them's kind of taking some time off right now to go to school, and it's all about their scholarship fund. And again, more of that's coming up, and a lot of the Varnes family is here. And mechanics, and actually some of his sponsors made the trip on over here from Pennsylvania just for opening ceremonies for today. And, of course, for the 77 racing out here today, Jordan Harris, currently 16th quick on the KTM. Leading this group, you'd think you'd be fast time, but you're sitting back there at 16th. So not only because you're out front doesn't mean you're the fastest guy on the racetrack. 99 looking up the inside, Kevin Stallings. Here comes the 223, Jeffrey Lowry. Lowry up there in the 13th spot from St. Louisville, Ohio. Lowry Racing Wheels. A lot of the folks that are racing with us have the Lowry Racing Wheels, and that's Jeffrey's job out there, the 223. Actually, the one that's tracking him down is the 61. Casey Cisco's got these 3 riders in his sights, and he's closing the gap as the white flag comes out. Look how pretty this racetrack is.
It's beautiful. It really is a pretty setting.
Just outside of downtown Lexington, University of Kentucky right down the street. 99 trying to come up the inside. Now he gets back in line. The drag race down the back straightaway. Harris, Stallings, Jeffrey Lowry looking up the inside. Now here comes Casey Cisco on the 61. He's caught the draft. Fisher, the fast time, 3:06.464. Here comes this big group of riders to the checkered flag off of turn number 4. The very long straightaways here at the Red Mile. The checks are out. Across the stripe. Stallings 11th. Casey Sisko on the 61 is 12th. 223 Jeffrey Lowry's 13th. Jordan Harris 16th. Cody Johncox on the 96 is 15th. Fisher at 3:06.464. 3/10 faster than Meese was in the first round of qualifying. Pretty good effort. Cool down lap. Again, they'll enter and exit the racetrack turn number 4. Again, for you folks that are here with us, don't forget the open paddock area at 6:10 p.m. as we look at the round number 2 of qualifying. Davis Fisher still will be your fast time, the Pronto Parts Plus Pole Award winner. Meese is second, 3:06.551. Breyer is third. This is, again, only the second round. Robinson is 4th. J.D. Beach is 5th. Van de Kooi 6th. Dallas Daniels, our points leader, back in 7th. He won here last year, got his first win of his career. 8th is Carlisle, 36th. 9th is Ben Lau. 10th is Bronson Bauman, another KTM rider. Singles are getting ready to roll onto the racetrack. Your Parts Unlimited AVT Singles sponsored by Kicker. And let's check in one more time with Kristen B. Kristen, who'd you catch up with now? Who's that guy?
This is actually Robbie Bobby. This is Dalton Gautier's crew chief and team manager. And just a moment ago, I noticed them riding back to the pits and coming back. And I said, what adjustments were you guys making? He said, actually, we needed to put some eye drops in Dalton's eyes because they're so aggravated out there. Why is that?
I'm not quite sure what to do with my hands, so I'm going to keep him up. But his eyes are very sensitive, and we had to put some eye drops in because they were very red.
A lot of dust on this track. A lot of guys have been complaining that the dust is creeping in through the goggles. I've talked to multiple riders about that today. So, Robbie Bobby, hopefully Dalton can get that cleared up. But thanks.
I hope so. Hope so.
Awkward, you awkward. You awkward human.
It's a little silty out there, and that dust is very fine.
It's loose dirt. Like I said, they've mixed in a lot of sand out here. That's why the track is not as red as normal. And that sand, it's such a fine dust, and it finds its way through your shield, through your vents. You know, you might have your vents open because you typically have vents on the top and on your face. You might have to close those up, and some people actually will tape them up to keep all the dust out that they can. But yeah, Breyer, when he came off the very first time, he dumped a whole bottle of water on his face just to clear out the dust and dirt particles out of their eyes. This is group number 1 of our second round of qualifying. This is the fast guys out there. They're mixing it up right now. Here they come. One of them off the groove. That's Tom Drain. First time he's made a little bobble here today. He's trying to go 2 for 2, 2 weeks in a row.
What do you think?
I think he's got a very good shot at it.
Yeah.
The Turner Hondas look very strong, though, too. Drain on the 59, gets back in line behind the 91 of Justin Jones. He'll try to catch up to the back of him. Have a good opportunity to catch a draft right here on this back straightaway. Get in line, see if he can pull the draft. Watch the 59, see if he can catch the 91. He should be able to catch him right about here. He'll pull out to the inside.
Well, you saw Bruner just paddling along there.
Yeah, he's trying to keep up with that bike in front of him. One of the Turner Hondas. Looks like the 88 of Chase Sadoff. Still looking for his first win. Bruner's looking for his first win of the season.
Yep.
Hard to believe.
Really is. Really is. Bruner, somebody I thought would be challenging for wins every week.
Definitely. Bruner goes to the top spot, 3:07.078. That is the fastest lap we've seen in the singles class. The track is definitely getting faster as it cools off. The sun hasn't been out all day, but the rubber is going down here tonight.
Comes Drain looking inside on the 59 right up there with his teammate. Bruner just in front of him.
Chase Sadoff leads this group. He's up there 3rd quick. Morgan Mishler's 4th. Jet Low. Jared Lowe's 5th quick right now. 2 riders pulling away out front. There's the 13 of Mishler, the 1 of Cody Kopp. Kopp moves up to 7th. He finally got a good lap put together right there. Goes to 7th. Now drops down back to 8th. Now back way down there. Going to 12th. Everybody's getting faster.
Max Whale all the way up to 4th.
Bruner still at the top spot. His teammate Tom Drain. So the Estenson Yamaha's 1 and 2. Chase Sadoff 3rd quick. Maxwell 4th. James Ott.
Here comes Drain. No, still no.
Maybe if that wasn't his teammate and he knows this is only qualifying, he could have stuck it in there, but he elects to get back in line. Smart move. Kopp goes back to 13th. He got up to 8th for just a second, now back to 13th. And I said Jared Lowe is way up there. Now he's already dropped all the way back to 12th, so it changes so fast
Bruner,
every time by.
Inside of Sadoff.
He's doing an excellent job keeping on the groove.
See if Drain gets past Sadoff now.
He should be able to get right behind him, but the thing is, Sadoff will be right behind the 21. Maybe they can double draft. Here comes Drain, pulls out around early.
Outside.
Nice move, a power move off the corner.
Boy,
makes the
that's
pass.
strong. That's a strong move.
Yeah, usually you have to use the draft pass. He didn't even draft anybody.
He just
went right around him.
See ya. Coming through.
See at the pay window, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's only qualifying, but that's a statement. Checkered flag is out.
Clock here. Drain.
Cody Kopp jumps up to 7th. He was back there. Nope, now he drops back to 9th. It changes every lap. Jared Lowe goes back into 7th.
Drain stayed in 2nd.
That was group number 1. One more group to go for qualifying. Then the open paddock area will be open for all you fans that are in attendance. It's scheduled from 6:10 p.m. If we get down early, we'll let you in there a little bit early. And opening ceremonies at 7 o'clock, again, Eastern time for you fans watching on Facebook or on fanschoice.tv. You have to switch on over to fanschoice.tv from here on out later on tonight. If you're here with us, download the app. Keep up with exactly what's going on the racetrack. You can download that app. The schedule's on there. They keep it updated. What races out there, what the times are, who the riders are that are out there. You can see that right there on your smartphone. Bruner, Drain, Whale, Trent Lowe, Chase Sadoff, James Ott, Jared Lowe, Aiden Ruseven's a good run up to 8th. Cody Kopp goes to 9th. And Morgan Mishler, last year's winner, currently sitting in 10th. One more group of qualifying to go here at the Red Mile. Such a cool facility to come to. The airport's close by. Downtown's right here. Lots to do. One more group of qualifying, then the pits will be open for all you fans to go check out what's going on down there. Stop by, get the event t-shirt, and get it autographed by your favorite rider. Final group of qualifying onto the racetrack. Here they come. Look at them all coming out together. This one's going to be like a heat race or like even a main event. Look at they're all stacked up nose to tail. I don't know if I'd do that. I think if I was out there, I'd try to find one person I would want to go out there and go to work with. But these guys are all in a line. Here they come off the 2, down the back straightaway. 75, Santero, 216, Declan Bender, 24. That is Hunter Bauer. Here comes the 55 of Raggio, sneaking a peek up the inside. That's the top 4 starting to pull away. Back to the next group. 56, Jordan Jean, 117, Landon Smith, 155, Olin Kistler, 55, Raggio. He's in that first group. 133, Clark Morian. 75, Terrence Santero getting past. 116, Dave Pouliot from Canada. 157, Ian Wolf. 106, Reese Podorf. 270 is Jess Reynolds. 112, Aiden Brown. 149, Tragan Birdsong from Kansas. The 66, Logan McGrain. The 14, Damon Ream. Ream's been all over the racetrack. I know Ralph Hughes outside watching him. He went all the way up to the high side. He bumped into a couple guys, and they're just kind of, duking it out. And this is only practice and qualifying. Just wait until the racing gets started.
So, comments from the truck.
Yep.
From the other end of the truck. Tree wants to know how much this singles class has evolved in recent years.
It's getting so close. Between first and last place is close. They're fine tuning these bikes. They've got help from Yamaha's in, Red Bull KTM is in. Vance and Hines helps out some teams, and it just pushes and pushes, and these bikes just get faster and faster. And these kids out here, I say most of these guys in this class and girls are kids. I mean, there's a few riders that have been in this class for a little while, but man, they're going so fast. I mean, they're not very far off the Super Twins class times. No,
there's been a lot of tracks where they've been right there, maybe even a tick quicker.
Exactly, and they're going 3 wide here at the start-finish line. This is what we wanted to see. This is the best of the best riders in the world. People
this is what the vision was, right?
Yeah, this is exactly what it was. And it's also, bringing other manufacturers involved, more eyeballs on the sport. We got riders from Australia in this class. We got 2 from Canada in this class. And it's just growing, and it continues to grow.
Well, and when you look at the caliber of the talent and how these guys are running this category,
right?
It's really quite the show between guys like, Bruner and Drain and Whale and Sadoff and Lowe and Cody Kopp. There's some really talented racers in this group. Shayna.
You have to be 16 years old to race this class, and you have to be 18 to get up onto a twin. And I think that's a good move too. Give them 2 years of experience out here in this class, because you're battling with everybody. I mean, every time you go on the racetrack,
at least 2.
Exactly.
At least 2.
Oh yeah, definitely. But if you want to progress,
yeah. Well, those opportunities have to be there first.
Correct.
Right?
Yep, you got to find a ride.
And you want it to be a good ride.
Definitely.
Because we've seen in many forms of motorsport where somebody jumps up too quick and they don't perform, and everybody assumes it's the racer,
Right.
and in reality, it's the equipment or the team, and your career's over before it gets started.
Right. And it's hard sometimes to leave your dad. How you got there is, usually with your dad or your mom or your best friend. And then if you get a ride, it's hard to leave that behind and take that big step, but it's part of racing. It's part of motorsports.
Part of life.
There you go. 75 Santero goes back by the 216 of Declan Bender, and the 55 is Razio out there. This is Declan Bender. The 216 is back there 19th. The 75 of Santero is 18th. So they're kind of pulling each other along. Here they come onto the front straightaway. 24 kind of losing touch with this one just about. There's the 117, Landon Smith, currently 15th quick. Checkered flag is out. They'll have a nice cool down lap. The pits will be open in just a moment. If you want to go down there and meet your favorite rider, again, give them just a second to take off their helmets and get ready for you. They're on the back straightaway on this cool down lap. You can stay up to full speed if you want to.
I got something to show you during the break.
Uh-oh. All right.
Yeah.
There's a look at the progressive Sky Cam.
Went to the Indy memorabilia show yesterday.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to make me really jealous, aren't you? Big weekend of racing. It starts right here tonight at Memorial Weekend. Tomorrow there's a lot of car racing going on. You'll be
everywhere, all around the world.
Monaco.
Starts at Monaco, yep. First thing in the morning.
Then to Indy.
The greatest spectacle in racing.
And then to Charlotte.
The world's greatest race.
There you go.
And then the Coca-Cola 600 tomorrow night.
But it starts right here tonight on the dirt at the Red Mile.
Nobody doing the double this year.
Just you. You're doing here, and then you're doing Indy.
Yeah.
That's a double.
That's a double. But next year, Kyle Larson's going to do the double.
That's amazing. So good. We're working our way through qualifying. It's all done. Qualifying's all done. The open paddock area is any second now. They'll open up the pits. Again, opening ceremonies coming up at 7 o'clock. That is Eastern time zone for you fans that are watching at home. If you're here with us, head on down to the pits, meet your favorite rider, grab yourself a T-shirt, get it autographed. A lot of the riders are down there waiting to meet you. And they're all the way through, around outside turn number 4, all the way back around. They're parked throughout the pit area over there. They've moved our production truck further away to get the riders closer to the grandstand, just for you folks that are here in attendance. You see that?
Really is a pretty setting.
It sure is. Look at that trotter track right there in the infield.
I was thinking midgets.
Oh yeah, there you go. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be opening ceremonies at 7 o'clock. In the meantime, we'll take a look back at the short track at Ventura. We'll see you at 7 o'clock Eastern.
Al Lamb's Dallas Honda is proud to sponsor the Singles Challenge. No holds barred, winner takes all dash for cash. The payout, a cool $2,500. Al Lamb's Dallas Honda, riding red since 1977. DallasHonda.com.
If bigger is better, then bigger plus tougher plus smarter must equal something pretty special. Something like the all-new Honda Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew. This is Honda's very first crew model side-by-side, giving you more seating, more hauling, more towing. Standard hard doors and spacious legroom make entering and exiting the Pioneer 1000 Crew easy. And on the back bench, the center seat is pushed forward to optimize shoulder room and comfort. At the core of the new Crew model is a class-leading engine, paired with Honda's exclusive dual-clutch transmission. Featuring a high-low sub-transmission, true engine braking, paddle shifting, and drive modes including a tow-haul mode. And since the DCT uses no belts, belt burnout will never slow you down. The auto-leveling rear suspension ensures optimal handling and comfort, even when you're fully loaded with passengers and gear, while abundant cabin storage keeps your essentials close at hand. Common sense components mean you can work smart and customize your vehicle with ease. This is the first ever Honda Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew. Built bigger, tougher, smarter, better. From Honda.
Kicker Performance Audio is your fuel for living loud and a proud sponsor of American Flat Track, the original extreme sport. Now in our 50th year, Kicker has been the world leader in audio gear for cars, trucks, motorcycles, and America's roads. Kicker Audio is living loud. Once again, for the 2023 season, all Progressive American flat track classes are running the race-proven DT4 tire from Dunlop. Designed for pro and amateur riders alike, the DT4 has multiple compound options, an aggressive tread pattern, and can be run tubeless for greater overall performance. Dunlop, the official tire of Progressive American Flat Track. Lincoln Welders is the official welder of American Flat Track Racing. When it comes to welding, cutting equipment, and safety apparel, Lincoln Electric is the choice. Go to LincolnElectric.com for all your welding, cutting, and safety apparel needs. And remember to hashtag WeldRed with all your projects.
Everything is there on an Indian that you want to be there on other brands of motorcycle. Indian motorcycles have been just at the forefront for the last several years on the scene, on the road, everywhere.
When you come into this building, if you ride, your family. People come in and they take them for a test drive and they come back and they're like, wow, I can't believe how well this rides or how well it handles or how